Roy's counter. Percocet gets the knock.
Oh, another one.
Quick counter.
The trade. Sam with the drop shot from behind. Unsuccessful on that. J7 coming in for the support.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing? I'm Hot Jukes here with none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Mustache Dave, dude. PUBG Mobile Club Open group stages. Let's get it going. Let's get it going here today.
Let's get it. Let's get it. PMCO the 2 times. We're back, bro. I mean, the last time we started casting together was last PMCO, and then we went to the Pro League, and then we went to Worlds. I mean, just we're starting over, baby. We are starting over. You love to see it. I'm pumped up. I'm pumped. Back to the basics.
Same here, same here. And it's crazy because, you know, the World League just finished a few days ago. And then now we're here casting the group stages. And I know that you've seen a couple of the games that we played so far. And I definitely want to hear your thoughts on that because, man, I mean, this feels like this group stage is here. Feels like it has a totally different vibe than any other one that we've seen in the past.
Dude, we got one team, and I don't think they're playing here today. They are way up there at the top. They just, they had like one day they start fragging out, but there's other squads. There's squads like Hometown. There's squads like Paradox. There's a bunch of new teams that personally I have never seen before. I know some of these players might have been in the scene before, and this might be like their second attempt here in PMCO. But I gotta say, I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. There's so much going on right now. And we're starting back at the beginning. I mean, all the new talent, all the new blood. I mean, this is it, man. This is it. They're living their dreams.
Living the dreams. And I'm telling you right now, it's so interesting to just see how some of these new squads are going at. I got the chance to actually talk to some players from some of these different teams, and some of the most experienced players that we've seen in the past, they were just like, man, we were completely caught off guard by this kind of play style. I mean, we did not see it coming. Hopefully we're going to be able to adapt to it. And I mean, it's just been insane so far. But let's just go ahead and give a quick reminder to everybody who's just maybe catching this for the first time, how the group stages works. And we're going to start off by going with the point system. And as you can see, first place is going to get you 20 points at chicken dinner. Oh man, that is just so huge to your score. Second's going to give you 14. Third's going to give you 10, going on down the line. And then each kill's going to give you 1 point.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the last time we see this point system. The last time, so I'm already crying over here. I mean, my goodness, the 20 points up there at the top. Because we saw there at the end of the World League, we saw the new system that they're going to be using moving forward. And so, hey, if you are a team that is strong, again, chicken dinners and surviving, playing that snake game, well, PMCO, I mean, it's the last time you could really live up to that strategy because I personally feel like kills are going to be worth way more when we flip on over to the new system. So, yeah, I mean, hey, this is it. Point system. Last time we see this.
Last time. And you know what? I pumped up. And for those of you that don't really know what we're talking about, this is why you got to be following all the esports social media because this upcoming new one, the chicken dinners are going to be worth less. So that means that each kill is going to matter even more and more. And we definitely saw some teams, you know, get some serious kill points here in the group stage, specifically one, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But quick reminder of all the groups that are going to be playing, all the teams. We're going to start off with Group A, and that is going to have none other than Ninth Circle, 4 Angry Babies, ThizzleTron 3000, Powerful, Figure 8, The Soul, Bats, and Versatile. Moving on over to Group B.
Dude, I was looking, I was zooming into the logos. ThizzleTron 3000. It's a train with the disco balls. Hey, I like that. I like that. I respect. It's the party train, man. Because don't we have a team? I know it's a Spanish team, but it's the Party Bus. So I want to see those two teams kind of collide. But here's Group B. They will not be playing here today. They're going to be sitting out on the sidelines watching. Impact 303, Syndicate, Warning 6, Punjab, Esports. They have been doing pretty well. They've been at the top. Defeaters, and we got Blackwater. So yeah, this is Group B, who are going to be sitting out here tonight.
That's right, yeah. And then moving on over to Group C, they will be playing today. It's going to be Scrim Farm, NA, Null, Execute, Infinix Gaming, Hometown, Cosmos Esports, Tibet, and Tip Top CN1. And just right off the bat, you know, Null, this is a pretty stacked group, because I think that we see when I was looking at yesterday's matches, Null performed really well, definitely towards the end. Infinix, Tip Top seemed to have some really good synergy going, and Hometown. I think Hometown was a big surprise. They were playing together as a unit, and they were just really just getting it done. I think, Dave, what were their stats on yesterday?
Bro, I'm the stat man here. I'm the stat man. So if you ever need a stat in the chat, just put stat man, ask it, and I'll tell it to you. So
we'll tell you like 20 minutes later, but you know.
Yeah, 20 minutes later, I'll tell you. Hey, yeah, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Infinix, 23 kills so far. They're sitting at around 5,800 total damage. Hometown, they have 24 kills so far, sitting at around 5,000 damage. Woo. So there's a little bit of a damage difference, but Hometown, they're ahead. They're ahead because they can get those thirst and clean up and make sure to get those points on the board.
They're putting in that work. Put in that work. You love to see it here. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see this group really go at it. Moving on to Group D, we're going to have Latinos, Unidos, Endgame, Paradoxna, Spartanos Gaming, Quest, Death Angels, Most Wanted, and Level X Esports. And a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this group will be sitting out, but they will be coming in tomorrow. So if you're looking at some of these squads, you know, hey, make sure that you come on back then. But today, we got four matches that are going to be played. And a quick reminder, we're going to go and start off with none other than Erangel. Then we're going to take it to the snowy lands of Vikendi. That's right, no Sanhok today. No jungle. That was yesterday. Today's Vikendi. Then we're going to go over to the desert in Miramar and finish it with another Erangel match.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the players, they're going to be a little relieved to kind of swap out that Sanhok. I mean, when you talk to people, Sanhok, it's a hate or love. Like, there's no middle line. You either hate the map or you love the map. So you can never find somebody that does. Like, you know what? It's an okay map. It's never in the middle. So it's a spicy one. It's a spicy one. But personally, I love to see it. It's always like a coin flip. You know, it's always a coin flip on who's going to make it towards the end. And it really changes the tides a lot on the leaderboard. Yeah,
I think that every one of these teams, when it comes to Sanhok, they're just completely neutral, you know? And their thoughts and feelings are after the game. And I'll tell you what, you want to know right now, Dale? I'll tell you this.
Tell me.
If you get the zone, you love that map. You know?
Yeah.
You love Sanhok. If you get the zone on that one, Sanhok's your favorite map. But if the zone hates you on Sanhok, you don't even want to go anywhere near that. But hey, that's going to be not played today. We're going to have Vikendi played. And with Vikendi, I think we definitely saw, like, at least in the World League, like, Loops, they just dominated on that map, constantly getting chicken dinners or in the top 3. And I think that is going to be a really, you know, an interesting point for me to at least think of, because if we can see a squad really at least take one map as their own, that's going to give them a huge advantage when they, you know, don't really get the best RNG when it comes to the others. So, yeah, that's something I'm going to keep out for today. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Where did they drop? Where do they drop? I feel like they dropped somewhere like centralized when it comes to Vikendi. Talking specifically about loops. So maybe they unlocked the code. You know, maybe they unlocked the code, and it's all about getting the zones. You know, you get the zone, you have more time to loot, and you can kind of just sit back in your compounds and, you know, try to pop people on their rotate or whatnot. You know, rack up those points. But yeah, I mean, today's games will be interesting to say the least. Vikendi, Miramar, 2 very large maps. So wouldn't be surprised if the early games kind of chill, but then the late game, we're going to have like 15 to 16 teams alive, just all running and gunning. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Save here. And a quick reminder of what the scoreboard's looking at after 2 days of gameplay. And we're going to see at the top is going to be none other than Syndicate. And man, look at that. 4 matches played, 40 kill points. That's average of 10 each single game. 81 total. I mean, they're first place by a long while, and they haven't even gotten a chicken dinner, Dave. I mean, they're just getting it done here so far in the group stages.
They're getting it done, but they are not playing here today. They're not going to be playing here today. And who's in second place right there?
Punjab Esports.
Punjab. Okay. They're not playing today either. So with first and second sitting out today, I mean, you have 4 games. You have 4 games to try to capitalize and kind of close that gap.
Yep, and the big team that's going to be coming in here is going to be Hometown, right? Hometown, Level X. All these squads are going to be playing here today, so you know that they want to be able to get a big lead because they're going to have to go against these squads later on right here. But, hey, that's going to be it for 1 through 16. For the rest, we can see right now, Tibet, Versatile, Execute, Latinos, Unidos going all the way down the line. I think the biggest surprise, of course, I think it's got to be Impact, Endgame, and a lot of these teams that we expected to just kind of wipe the floor with all the rest of these squads, and so far, just only 1 day played. Yeah, we'll give them that, but still.
4 games.
I mean,
yep.
yeah, 4 games, 2 kills. What?
I mean, it happens, man. It happens to the best of us.
Right?
And like you said, an interesting kind of takeaway with that. Those are some vets, right? Impact, it's compromised of some vets, right?
Serious vets. Oh yeah.
Serious vets. So my theory is that they've been watching, the Pro League, they've been watching the World League, and trying to keep up with those pros that I guess they can say are on their level. But meanwhile, they're looking at those teams at the top. These teams trying to make it to the top, they're developing new strategies. They're trying to bring some new strategies to the game. And I think that's kind of what caught Impact off guard. Now, I might be thinking a little too much into this, but it seems to be like a logical explanation in my mind, right?
Yeah,
Just
I
the
agree.
new blood. They got new tactics, they got new strategies, and hey, they're willing to do what it takes to make it there at the top,
Well, let's see who's gonna get it done today. The players are locked and loaded in the plane. Let's get the first match of the evening going. Let's go. And here we are. You can just see all these players on the plane heading on down, right? And you can see Hometown. They're already out. Well, either that or he's flying alongside the plane. He is just going at the speed of light right here, Jet G.
Got the jetpack.
Oh, he's got the jetpack going.
Jetpack.
Oh,
Got
my
the
goodness.
jetpack.
Okay, can't go wrong with that. Yeah, he is just keeping an eye on the plane very diligently. Love to see these, brand new strats coming here into the group stages.
We were talking about it. We were talking about the brand new strats and the new blood out here trying to do what it takes to make it to the top, and much respect. So we do have a couple teams already going to be dropping out, and that's going to be Scrim Farm. That's pretty interesting. Stalber, Kameshki dropping. And we got there going to Severny. We got Cosmos Esports. So, a lot of teams opting to drop out real early here and just avoid the mess, the mayhem.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in an early engagement, especially if you're one of these teams that haven't had a really good day so far, because you're not going to get too many chances to really prove yourself here. If you want to move on, you got to be able to do it pretty much today. I think this is going to be that turning point day for a lot of these squads. So, hey, first circle's up, Dave, and it's on over to the east. So, pretty familiar one for all these players. And, yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good, especially for, like, IFX, 4 Angry Babies up here in Yasnaya. They're going to be able to just kind of get loot up and moving as long as they don't, catch one of these other members slipping, running out in the open.
Yeah. So, you kind of had a better read on the lobby, the past 2 days, especially when it comes to Erangel. Like, any teams really, like, that have, like, some sort of rivalry that you'd say going on here early on the drop?
I haven't seen any, like, crazy rivalries, but I just think, of course, anytime we see a team that's had some, pretty much seasoned, experienced NA pros, I think we're going to have a high expectation for them. But one thought I've been having, I think this is the reason why North America, specifically as a region, has struggled, at least compared to other regions. Every time there's a new tournament, I feel like you always have, like, it's like all the players go into a Scrabble box, and it just gets shaken up, and we're mixing up players constantly in every team, And I'm interested to see, like, some of these newer squads, like, Hometown, Punjab, Esports, them just starting to get it done right off the bat. And I wonder, because if they are just a squad that's been kind of scrimming together and playing this game for fun, they're going to be just have a synergy level that is so high. No matter what, you have the individual players that are really good, but if they're getting it together and, just unable to kind of hit the same wavelength, then yeah, I think you're going to have a team that has higher synergy, have more success. And you see Hometown getting a couple kills in the kill feed.
Teams that play pubs together stay together. All right, that's the truth. Because if you can come into these high competitive games, if you could play in the scrims, and then after all that, those are what, 4 hours a day. After all that, you're like, hey, you guys want to play some pubs? And you're like, yes. That right there, like you said, building the synergy is so important, especially at the top echelons, right? And I'm looking forward to it, man. These teams, like you said, have been, definitely showing some surprises out here so far. This is night number 3. Right now, we're looking at bats.
Yeah, KKI just kind of running around, and yeah, like you make a great point. I think that, think about it. If you're an NA pro, you've been playing this game for a long time, almost 2 years, and some of these guys were putting in, 6-8 hours a day. Now that they're on a new squad and they think that, oh, okay, you know what? I've been playing for a long time. I can kind of phone it in. Maybe they only show up for 3 games of scrims a day. While you got some, these new cats that are just hungry, and they're hungry. Yeah, they're doing scrims. They're playing, like you mentioned, playing pubs afterwards for 6-8 hours a day. And I think at the end of the day, it's a team game, right? You gotta have to be able to work as a squad and push together. And if you have those miscommunications, you're gonna find yourself slipping. And man, I'm really hyped up to see some new faces and new teams, move up the ranks here in the North American team.
And that drive, I feel like is so important, and it's something that a lot of people just overlook. These teams with the drive, like you got the teams who are signed, you got the teams who are on contracts, like they make sure to put in the work that the contract requires, Sure. And after that, like you said, they might be like, hey, I already scrimmed today. There's no games today. I'm going to go head out. I'm going to go outside,
Yeah, and this is all speculation, right? I mean, this is all
speculation.
Yeah.
This is my opinions.
Yeah,
of course.
And mine as well. At the end of the day, I think we do see, I mean, we can kind of guess. I mean, that some of these players.
I'm sure if you're at the top, you're definitely playing hours.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, these teams that aren't at the top, I feel like they are super hungry. They want to be at the top. They want to be at that level. And they're gonna grind. They're gonna grind, and they're gonna put their sweat into. I mean, their phones are gonna be so sweaty. They're gonna need to wipe it off every single game because they are trying to make it at that top level.
You're trying to get it done. I mean, especially, you have so much to gain, right? I mean, with PUBG Mobile, the amount of money that they've been throwing down in just these past few months, it's incredible. I mean, we saw a team win 100K in the World League just a couple days ago. And Loops, won 50K just from the Super Weekend alone, and got some extra cheddar as well. And
crazy.
it's just an incredible. I mean, this game has just been dominating the esports scene, and I'm so hyped just to be a part of it and get to witness it. But man, you see some squads right now, just lay it down, trying to get some loot and get ready for the next circle.
Yeah, so this is going to be the Soul. This is the Soul.
Not Team Soul. The Soul.
The Soul. So think about it. Let that one sit in. This is the Soul. Not Team Soul, but the Soul. So it goes even deeper. And Spawn B, showing us how it's done. You get a kill on the squad. You do some celebrate punches in there. You keep the spectators happy. So real quick, someone asked me about some stats here. Looking at players that are playing this game that are up there at the top. Infinix Gaming, they have Vigilante with 11 kills so far to themselves. And then right underneath them from ninth circle, Mando. So those, I want to say, are two of the top fraggers who are currently playing here in today's lobbies. Of course, that can all change. But the reason I'm saying that is because Punjab Esports and Syndicate, they're sitting out here today. So they're not going to be up there at the top of the frag list when they're in this lobby, of course. So I'm looking for those two players.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to see them too. And when it comes to ninth circle, this used to be the old Singularity roster. Ooh. So they have a ton of experience now. They did make a swap out for a certain player. Minwoo is no longer with them, at least here in the group stages. And Mando used to go by Clue. So for those of you guys that are watching right now, yeah. So he is Clue playing, and that's why I think it makes a lot of sense seeing him high up on the kill leaderboard so far. So now it's just time for him and ninth circle to just continue to do what they're doing and just move through each stage, the best they possibly can.
And there's a couple players too who have been known to really put in the work and frag on out. Frag out in the past who are coming into these lobbies here. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm telling you, we got new players, we got old players, we got new squads, old squads, all trying to come together and really be the best and qualify for that next stage. So right now, talking about this game, little quiet. All these teams kind of getting their loot, making sure they're safe and secure in the zones. They don't want to be caught slipping.
Heck no. I mean, you want to have a good first game to really, you know, get rid of any kind of shakes you have in your hands and really kind of raise the whole entire morale. And I kind of mention this constantly, and it's because I think it really is a major factor that a lot of people do not consider. If we got throw on, we see the circles start moving up and they started heading a little bit higher up into that Naya, and all the squads that were there, they left, they're out. Looks like, you know, Kill Switch and his team were able to rotate from the north pretty easily. But
Hometown.
Yeah, Hometown.
Whoa.
In Primorsk they're gonna be doing the latest of rotations.
Where are they going? It looks like they're gonna be using the road all the way out there to the west. I mean, they're definitely trying to play it safe.
But there.
My fear is that they might run out of meds here. They might be playing a little too safe.
I'll give them this. You know, knowing Primorsk pretty well, it's hard to find a vehicle in that area, and usually you'll kind of go up that road to find one. So I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and guess that they're just trying to look for a car. You know, that's just off my past experience. But we're going on over 9 circle peril. Yeah, you saw him just floating as you're shooting those shots. So graceful with that DP.
If I'm not mistaken, Pearl is also up there when it comes to like the top. Yep. Actually, going to be sitting with 7 kills in 4 games, so we'll be at the top of the kill leaderboard. Yeah, the kills, they might seem a little low right now, you know, 7, 10, 12. But remember, we've only had 4 games played. You know, this is all these squads. This is their 5th game. Their 5th game here ever in PMCO. So right here, Bats really love it. Really love that they pulled up in some vehicles. They're going to be taking, I think you call this OP dip, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, pulling up in OP dip. They got their vehicles. They're taking some pot shots out there in the distance. Just letting people know we are here. Do not pull up on us, all right?
That's right.
OP dip occupied.
Secured, that's for sure. You know, so don't come on this way. They're looking at the soul. You can see LD trying to, right now he's just kind of blowing up that UAS. And that's going to be pretty good for him because if that circle rotates, Bats will not have that extra vehicle to get out of there. Got to be really careful where they're positioning their vehicles.
They're taking damage. I don't understand. They got the cover, but we see them taking some damage. And if the Soul can get a vehicle explosion, that might actually get some splash damage onto Bats as well. So it might be called OP dip, but is it OP when it comes to staying safe? Well, that's up for debate.
I mean, I think it's a good point, but you know, that vehicle that was about to blow up was surrounded by two of the other vehicles. So they got to be really, really careful not to let that happen because they need to have that car in case that zone shifts on over. But like I was talking about earlier, you know, I was talking about, you know, just how much, you know, pressure comes into play at this. I think you see a lot of players that are just really good online. You know, you see them on, you know, streams. Oh, I saw 2 crate drops right there. He even noticed it himself. Yeah. So with that VSS, he was like, there's a 2-for-1 special right now dropping down in Erangel. And that's going to give some temptation to them. But, you know, back to what I was talking about, you know, you see some players, I think, perform so well online, on YouTube, etc. You know, when you start playing for this high level of cash, though, I'll tell you what, man, it's a whole nother world. That's for sure. You know, and I think that they do here, at least in the group stages, they're going to have the convenience, of course, of playing in their own home. That's going to be their own comfortability. But, man, it's a team game. And if you have even one or a couple players that are, you know, don't really do too well under pressure, you'll see how quick that team will kind of fold. So it's definitely a big factor, I think, when it comes to at least competitive PUBG Mobile.
I mean, they're all getting a taste. They're all getting a taste, and talk about getting a taste. Well, we see that next circle, the next shift. So it does look like Tibbet all the way out there in the west. They are going to need to make a rotation, but there's a squad right on in front of them, figure 8. So you might see some conflict there. We see 3 squads pulling out of Naya. Besides that, we were checking in with Noel earlier on. They can just stay there. They're safe for the time being. Yeah, this is the location now here on the west. Both of these teams, they need to move.
Yeah, they're going to have to get going here pretty soon as the circle shifts. We saw Hometown finally starting to make it into the zone for the first time as they ate a whole bunch of blue. And you can see Tibet throwing out some smokes to protect their vehicle. And looks like they will be trying to get a rotation going here pretty quickly. And, yeah, that is what is going on. And we're seeing right now Echo in the buggy having to drive through some big fire. And it looks like he's going to be able to make it through 2 big squads.
Yeah, this is actually nuts out here. They're all just going to be spraying. Just spraying these DPs right now.
And they're doing the same rotation.
ThizzleTron 3000 out here. Paying with that Scar, that lean peak, trying to get some shots on the vehicles all the way out there in the distance. Looks like Execute, they were able to safely make it on into the zone for the time being.
Man, Execute executed a perfect rotation right there. I mean, I'm surprised, especially after all those shots. Usually you'll have that scout player say, hey guys, rotate around because there's 2 teams. Look at this.
Oh, the
right
pull
now,
up.
OP dip.
The pull up, OP dip. Bats trying to defend it right now. I believe 3 of them are already going to be knocked down and out. Figure 8 just trying to pull a figure right now and really show Bats what's going on. And I think that's Bats. They have one more up, but they have to play that snake game. I mean, talk about a pull up right there. They just straight up sent it. 3 kills so far.
Said hello. They came up and said hello, and White got that quick squad wipe. And lucky for Bats to have at least that 1 player off to that side, so they can at least have their first day still alive. We're looking over here right now at POWERFULL. They are trying to find a good position here. Got some shots onto them. But, man, we're starting to see circle number 4 about to happen. These teams are going to have to start getting into some fights now.
Yeah, I got to say, that was a YOLO send, all right? That was a YOLO send. They were pinched underneath the pressure. They needed to reposition on into the actual zone, and they were getting shot at in the process. So they didn't really have time to get out, scout, make sure everything's clear. But being able to be put under that pressure and come out on top, I mean, that's great. That is great for the squad. So we'll have to see what they can do from that pit, that OP pit. Moving forward, though, we're going to be checking in. We do have Cosmos Esports out here on the edge. Looks like they're just trying to do some scouting. Next zone goes on up. Like you said, 9th circle, they were ready. Already in their vehicles, ready to move.
That just shows that experience right there. They want to be quick on the rotation, but that's also a little bit dangerous considering that these teams don't really have that same mindset. You'll see some just kind of be waiting really later than normal. And look at Drac putting on some shots on the Peralta, and he hit that lay down real quick, able to barely survive right here. Ivex in trouble as they are really separated right now.
Yeah, remember I mentioned Vigilante is the top fragger in the lobby right now here today. So Trigger with the SKS trying to provide that suppression fire onto Tibet out there just across the way, and it looks like that might be what was needed for these 2 members of Infinex to regroup and get back into safety. Yeah,
and you can just see it right now. He's just providing that complete overview. And they're at the end of the day, though, they're all out of the circle. So they're going to have to move on over. It's a mansion and prison zone right here. And we're starting to see some teams definitely get into it. ThizzleTron in here right now with POWERFULL. They're going to be really close to these yellows. And you can see Vados trying to get the res onto Kevin.
I love ThizzleTron. Oh, Goose trying to go for that spray down.
Oh,
we see ThizzleTron. They got Uzis locked and loaded. Vados trying to toss a grenade right on into Pan, but it was deflected. Not able to make it on into that window. We're gonna give it a round number 2. Okay, that one was good, and they take out a little bit of health from Pan, and now we're gonna spray down the door, try to get some more sight lines onto that member, that enemy within that building.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to battle this out, but I think that since they're still in the circle, they're both opting to play it a little bit slower than normal. But yeah, we saw Drac putting in some work onto Snipes with that Uzi, and look at this.
Another pull up.
4 Angry Babies with Cosmos and Dorados. He's just in the middle of it.
Huge grenades being tossed out right there. Cosmos trying to just stay alive, but out here we got Ninja, the M4, making the pull up on into the smokes, going for that jump shot, trying to regroup with the squad mates, but was connected on in the process. ThizzleTron. They want to get the wipe right here. They already got Snipes missing in the action. They are dead. So this is a 3v3. Oh, huge grenade coming on out right there. That's why we see Pan getting ultra aggressive. Kevin with that lean peek in the closet. Pan with the Uzi, ready to go for that spray down, but is getting the 3rd party from behind. Repositioning, able to make it on in.
Shooting your teammate.
Friendly fire. They surprise each other right there.
Oh, man, thank you. That is turned on right there, but that just goes to show you, hey, you gotta, you see something move. You gotta make sure that you throw some shots downrange. And, yeah, I mean, able to get that squad wide really good for ThizzleTron. And you can see Twinkles from Null laying down in the middle of the field, trying to get some pop shots off. Yeah, Null just going to be able to hold this little deficit right here with some good car walls. And they're just kind of running up right now, just doing a tired 360 on all of these teams.
I mean, 5 kills already. 5 kills already. We see they got some DPs. They got some VSSs. They're using every single weapon in their arsenal. We got a lot of squads playing the edge right now. They do have the compounds to work with. Next zone does go on up. So both these squads, they're going to need to make a run across that field.
Yeah, they're going to have to start getting going now. I think that this is what we're going to see when it comes to group stages. We're going to see teams holding the edge for a lot longer than at the high level. Because at the high level, these guys are just moving in all at the same time as early as possible. But here, I mean, we got teams that are just going to wait and wait and wait as long as they can. So if they go out to the blue zone, that's what's going to happen. So it's up to really Null right now, who is one of the only teams that is in this zone to really make sure that they are working together and gatekeeping the rest of these teams.
Only one up for Cosmos right now. Only one up. We saw them earlier on. They were being bombarded from grenades. Love the helmet. They are in the zone, so they do have some hard cover to work with. But a lot of people, they're going to have their eyes on this shack right now, especially with the smoke coming from it. So, yeah, no, you said it. No, they have the zone. But my fear is, and we've seen it earlier on, a lot of these teams that like to just straight up YOLO, send it, crash right on top of you. So hopefully Null could get a vehicle explosion in before that happens.
Yeah, and you can just see Team 13, Scrim Farm and A trying to make it out alive. Kawhi, he's got that VSS. He's peeking on over, trying to catch some teams. Oh, look at this. Uli with some big shots onto Team 20. That's going to be Tip Top. And GR barely surviving. Yuli was about to throw that nade, but I said, no, sir, I'm going to hold on to this for a little bit longer. And I think now it's all up to Yang from Tip Top.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. They're going for that spray down, trying to get the vehicle explosions out there. Fierce going to be going for that reload, and we see them. They got the VSSs out. I mean, there's about 5 different squads on the edge right now. Null, they're going to have to gatekeep them really hard. Ooh, Pretender, huge grenade on the Goose. Going to be taking them down and out. Pan is just hoping this tree saves them, but the tree, not going to. Oh, the follow-up nade, the nades. Oh, those were perfect right there. Those were perfect from Scrim Farm. I mean, they call them Scrim Farm for a reason. They need to be called Nade Farm.
I mean, Darren, right? I mean, those were some insane nades coming out from Scrim Farm right there. And you can see IFX trying to drive in late. They do throw some smokes, but you got Team 9 spraying them down. This is starting to get intense here in the first match.
A lot of snakes in the grass. We saw Figure 8 right there. They are in the grass trying to go for that spray down onto Infinix, but they are not in the zone. Devil trying to get behind that tree, trying to get that room 5, but Infinix, they are not happy with that spray from earlier on. Devil able to get some help right there, get some big shots in as well, and able to get on into the zone and hit that dirt, hit that prone position, use this tree for cover, and just continue to survive. 5 kills so far for Figure 8.
Can he get another one with this nade? We're going to find out. We'll see it in the kill feed if it does or not. Looks like it didn't. But, you know, moving on over, we see Tibet Pain. He's holding this tree down. And, oh, look at Hometown on this rotation. They are just suffering. Flash and Goldblade going to have to make some big plays. Oh, now it's all up to Goldblade by himself.
Yeah, so many squads are just, you know, getting picked apart on these rotates. They're opting to just hop in these cars and just straight up send it, try to get into the zone any way they can. I mean, such a challenging circle that a lot of these squads are dealing with. Not only that, not only the circle do they have to deal with, but they have no idea where a lot of these snakes are. Because a couple of these squads, they have 3 up, they got 2 up, but they're all separated.
Yeah, I like that. I kind of like love and hate that smoke from Fate. I definitely liked it that he's going in that area to kind of cover those sight lines. I think it would have been a little bit better if it was thrown further down range, so that way he's not getting full scent on. But look at this! Oh man, it's a party in the shack, and it looks like it is going to be Null coming out alive on this one.
Dude, 12 kills. 12 kills for Null, and they still have the zone. They're able to acquire this shack for themselves. They're going to be able to get this revive. Tibet out there across the road are just on a steamroller as well. We see Payne, we see Drac in the front lines tossing some grenades, trying to clean house down here in the south.
Yeah, and you can just see them just trying their best right now. Execute Echo. He's getting this first 8 off, trying to be able to pick up Fate. And he will go for this. He is in this next circle. This is zone 6. And this is a really tough zone. I mean, there's just no cover, no houses anywhere right now. It's just a laydown game and just trying to make some big shots. All you can do.
4 kills onto Tibet, but they have 4 up as well. So let's see how they use their numbers. Ooh, Echo. Echo out here, not able to get their revive on their squad mate. We'll see a couple enemies out there in the distance trying to go for that spray down. 3 kills so far on the Echo.
Yeah, and Echo just really been doing really well, I think, at the start of this match. 9th Circle, a team that I think we really expected to do well as Null. And they're here. They're here in the end game. Still 6 teams alive. 9th Circle only down to 2 members, Cabo and Mondo. And they're just here at the edge of this zone, putting some big shots onto Null. But yeah, only 2 members up, so it's not going to be easy for them.
Yeah, everybody seems to be on the edge right now, just tossing out some smokes to stay alive. Yang gonna be able to make it on into the circle and spotted immediately. Spotted immediately. That's how dangerous this zone is right now. If you stand up, somebody is gonna have eyes on you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just gotta lay down, and that patience is so huge. And you can just see right now in the center of this circle, a crate is dropped. But oh man, that is too far for any of these teams to really get right now. And no, they're going to be pretty close to the zone. I love the fact that, look how many vehicles. Look at this car wall.
They got a dealership.
I mean, they got a used car dealership right here, sponsored by Null, and they're making deals. I mean, way to go.
I got 8,000 UC. What can I get? Woo! What can I get for that on the lot over here?
Yeah, we got a high roller here.
The bet out here trying to make the pull up with their only vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. They might opt to just blow that one up, use it for cover. Ooh, but no, they spotted that rotate, and they're going to start to toss out some smokes and try to close the gap. Will they go for that crate, though?
You saw Yuli when he actually shot out his tires to kind of make that a little bit harder to shoot under the vehicle. Really, really smart play. And they have a really, really nice car wall here for the rest of this match.
I mean, if you had to bet, yeah, no, they have the most cover. But over here, Iconic going for that spray down with that AKM. Pain from Tibet is going to be bleeding on out, trying to crawl their way on behind this Dacia, trying to get revived right here. Oh, but Iconic is in their own snake battle of their own, taking down Mondo, getting that instant confirm and flush. Now Cabo trying to crawl their way on up as well. And Iconic needs to watch out, needs to make sure that these snakes in that back line do not backstab them. But Cabo spotted by Null.
Yeah, Null, I mean, they have the sight lines and they're just getting it done. Those smokes are a little dangerous because it may allow Tibet to get some good nades onto them. These defensive smokes, not a really huge fan of them, but you never know. I mean, they still have 4 up, they can still make some big plays here.
The 4v4, 2 teams remaining. The 4v4, Iconic just going for that spray down with the M4. 1 kill so far onto Iconic, trying to rack up some more. Drac trying to get that flank position. As Null, they need to push on up here just a little bit. Same thing with Tibet, but Twinkle's going for that spray down with the Uzi. Drac, though, hitting these shots, and ooh, a huge grenade coming on out right now. Wouldn't be surprised. Yep, Tibet, they're going to be getting ultra aggressive on this one, and now it's just up to Fierce. Fierce is the last one alive for Null, trying to get these thirst.
And he's going for that 1v1. This is what I was talking about, those smokes. You know, they decided to throw some defensive ones, and really all that did was allow Tibet to really pressure them even harder because they had no sight lines on it. But you know exactly where they're at. And you can see Fierce gets the res, goes and gets the thirst as well to secure those points. 15 kills! They have 15 kills so far. No, I mean, this is their game to get done. They know exactly where they're at. You know, Fierce wishes he has a grenade. It doesn't look like he does, and he is just pre-firing. Oh, but here comes the nade on them. It's just too short, though.
You know what? Fierce might not have a grenade, but you know who does? Tibet has some grenades of their own, and now here comes the push. The reset from both squads. The 2v2. Iconic going to be going for that spray. We'll be connecting on to one end.
Tibet?
Look like Null. Yep, Null, they had to make the push up right there, so they actually got wiped. They got second place. Tibet able to clutch it out and get that first place, that chicken dinner, the first chicken dinner here tonight. Regardless, though, I mean, wow, Tibet, Null, those 2 squads alone, I mean, they killed so many players in the lobby.
Yeah, I mean, look at that, 11 kills for Tibet, and you have 15 for Null. I mean, they just shredded there, and I think that Null could have had that chicken dinner if it just wasn't for that one bad that smoke play. I think if they would have thrown those smokes way more offensively, used their numbers advantage, it could have been a dub. But at the same time, heck, you already got 15 kills. You got 15 kills.
Yes.
You got second place. I mean, what more could you want? This is going to definitely secure you. I know that I'm kind of nitpicking here a little bit, but at the end of the day, 15 kills, second place, you couldn't ask for really a better game. That's for sure.
Oh, that fierce. I mean, 7 kills to their lonesome. And I gotta say, they really turned the tide on Tibet, because Tibet, I think they had like 4 up in their final push, and Fears, I have to go back, but I think Fears took out like 2 or 3 of them on that push, and then was able to get the reset, the revive on their squad mates to kind of have that 2v1, that 2v2 in the end there. What a great game, though. I mean, for game number 1, it came down to a 4v4. I mean, those are the type of endings that you just love to see here. I mean, for a squad to have the whole team up at the end, that's skill. That's skill, man.
That is skill. So, you know what? Having said that, let's take a look to see what the scoreboard is going to look like after this first match. And right after this, see how it is. And we can see right here, first place still going to be Syndicate, holding it with 81. Hometown, though, now have 71 points. Ninth Circle moving up a little bit as well with 65. And Null with that big, solid performance. Yeah, fourth place, 64 points total.
Yeah, so Hometown, Ninth Circle, and Null, they're going to be playing in today's lobby, so you can only assume that they're going to continue to shoot on up the leaderboards, especially with Syndicate. They're not playing here today, and Punjab Esports aren't playing either. That's why we already see them kind of getting shifted down there into 5th place. So, yeah, I mean, huge game 1 for all 3 of those teams, actually.
Yeah, definitely be able to move up, but that just goes to show how well Syndicate performed in day 1 to be still first place, even though these other squads now have 5 matches under their belt. But still 3 more games left to be played. We're going to be heading over to Vikendi in this next one. Let's quickly look at the rest of the leaderboard here. And as you can see, 17th place, we got Versatile moving all the way down, to 32nd with Powerful. But yeah, great game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Vikendi after this quick, short break. What's going on, everybody? We're back. We're back here with game number 2, and that is gonna be in Vikendi. We're in Vikendi, baby. We're gonna hear getting it. I'm pumped up. What about you, Dave? You ready?
We're getting it. We're getting it. The players are getting it. Noel's getting it. Tibet is getting it. We have some teams, you know, just popping out of the gate game number 1. So let's see if they can continue on with that momentum.
Well, let's get right into it and hop into match number 2, Vikendi. And as you can see right here, players they're dropping out. They're dropping out right now. Goose, he's all up on his lonesome on the right side, you know? He was, and now he's back in the plane, flying on over, it looks like, to either Villa or Tovar. Interesting play to see from ThizzleTron.
Players dropping out the plane, man. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed the zone? This zone.
Oh my goodness.
How much is actually in the play? Like, how much can the players use here? What would you put? I would put 55% is not playable.
This is traditional. This is traditional, good old-fashioned Vikendi. You know, like Vikendi for some reason. I mean, just half the zone likes to go in the water. I mean, sometimes it's on the southeast side, sometimes it's on the southwest side. But I think the only reason why you said, you know, is because now it's on the north, you know, west side. That's the first time we've ever seen that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I need a PUBG Mobile update so players can take a boat to that northern island all the way up there. If we keep getting it in the zones, looking at a squad though, right now, we got Infinix. It looks like they are entwined right now with another team fighting for this drop spot. Execute and Echo with that pump got an enemy in their sidelines.
He's got an enemy for sure right now, and you just know
out here, Drac.
Oh, and you can see Drac with the molly right in front of him. He's looking at that fire, and he don't want any part of that right here. But Zio, you see him. He had the sight lines, but also maybe just probably get a different weapon. Interesting plays for both of these teams right now. Wonder what Drac's going to do. How long is he going to hold? Oh, he's got the Uzi. Oh, no wonder he's not moving. He's like, push me, boy. Push me. I got this Uzi in my hand. I'm waiting for you. Oh, but Zio's got an Uzi as well, but no helmet. No helmet.
Both of them don't have a helmet. So
the bike. No way.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get the pull up to pick up Drac. And
oh, here they come.
Oh, the Uzi battle, though, going to be coming on now. It comes down to who has to reload first. Drac did not fire a weapon, but the quick swip, the able to get the final blow. So versus Uzi, the coming out on top of that gun battle.
I mean, he had to have just hit that headshot so clutch, you know. And I think also the other player didn't happen to have any armor, and he went for the body on Zio. Zio had a level 3 vest. I mean, that's got to be a big bonus going into that one. But yeah, what a clutch play right there. Gotta be able to do it. And we see KDS, you know, putting some work in the kill feed right now. I mean, this is definitely starting up a lot faster than the last match. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, these teams, this is their first Vikendi. That's maybe why. This is their first Vikendi going up against each other. So that's what it is. They're trying to fight for these drop spots, these drop locations. Fate right here, tossing a grenade on that second story, trying to make the pull upstairs. Swapping on over to the M16, has their squad mate right behind them, but they can't seem to land these shots. And oh my goodness,
the M16,
the solo Infinix needed 3 members to take them down and out. But here comes Echo, the MP5K, in those stairs.
Angle. And Fate's putting the pressure onto him right here. He's going to run up. Oh, and just get caught out. I mean, Echo from X, he was just waiting for him right here. And IFX, they're in trouble. But Espinosa, I think he's just going to run for it. I don't think, yeah, he's just going to try and stay alive for the rest of his team because he's the last one up. And
yeah, so interesting gun choices too. I mean, it's real early, so you got the Bison, you got the Tommy gun. I mean, these are guns that you only see in the early game. Espinosa spotted on the retreat, and That's going to be Infinix, a strong squad here in the lobby, taken out real early on. And, you know, they're going to be guessing or second guessing themselves next time when we have them on Vikendi. I mean, I got to say, they lost that drop location. They lost it, man. They lost it.
That's a huge surprise, I think, for sure. Especially, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate for them when you look at group stages. I think that we're starting to get a pretty good idea of, like, hey, which teams are, I think, at least more sound structurally when it comes to their fights. And Infinix just happened to go against Execute, you know, early on. And that's the RNG aspect of it. I mean, you know, there's a little bit of luck involved in, you know, hey, whenever you land, what kind of loot you find. And I think that's why we see so many teams, at least at the highest level, avoid early engagement. So, I mean, I definitely know what it feels like to be taken out first in a tournament. You know, it sucks, you know, but you gotta be able to bounce back and pump up your team. I think that's a really, really huge factor for every single squad.
Yo, talk about pumping up a team. We got the Soul right here. The Soul in the Zima. Talk about a better combo than that. They are just cruising along on one of the main roads, just straight chilling. Yeah, K2 out the window, doing something crazy out here. And looks like they'll be pulling up, looking for some more loot. But yeah, what do you think about K2?
I think K2, you know, you could just see that he's got that angst, you know, that readiness to try and put those pop shots outside of that vehicle right there. You know, and the Soul, we've seen them be able to make some good plays. I like the name Hisu because I kind of want to say Huesu, you know, which is a little bit of a Spanish term. You know, shout out to all my Spanish people watching. You know, I'm like, Huesu when I see him some big plays, but you know, we'll have to see him get them done before I make that shout. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know, big true. So Infinix, I think we went into today. I mentioned they had like 23 kills. They're currently sitting with 24 total kills with around 6,600 damage and damage received a little over 5,000. So they have been getting into some skirmishes, and as we saw, that last fight just didn't work in their favor. Circle number one. See what I'm talking about. I want that land to the north to be accessible. I'm gonna take a boat from port and go all the way up there and chill. I mean, just think about it for
I believe that's called Canada.
Canada. We're going to Canada.
We're going to Canada.
Let's send it to Canada.
Let's go. You know, that would be the first time I've ever seen a player in that location, and I can't believe it's actually viable right now. But speaking of viable, you see CN1 really trying to, you know, make this press onto the Soul. You can see Reckless making that smoke wall in, and they're getting ready to, I think, press this fight.
Yeah, tip top CN1. We didn't see much from them in that last game, so we'll have to see what happens in the kill. If you're looking on over here to Versatile, they have a 2-2 split going on in these compounds, and it does seem like the 4 angry babies, they sent one of the angry babies on into the compounds to try to get that push, but no support from the other ones in the back line. They're going to be crying out there, especially with some big grenades popping off right now on one of their squad mates.
Yeah, Droplex, you saw him just be able to get that great grenade, and you can see the rest of Versatile. I mean, just having really good awareness right now. They hear that vehicle. Their sight lines are just pressed on that hill, but I do not. Yeah, 4 angry babies, no way they're going to be able to save Stan here. So now they're down to 3 angry babies.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad story, man. It's a sad story. Someone needs to read them a lullaby. But Tibet out here, they won last game. They lost track real early on. They're trying to recuperate as many points as possible right now. We'll be taking some shots on to Hometown. Hello. We're crashing on into each other. What is going on over here?
Look at this.
Okay, teamwork.
All right. Hey, you know what? That's just saying, hey, you know what? I don't want you to go this way. I want you to go that way, you know?
He's like, I'm going this way instead.
A little bit of motivation.
It's slippery out here. It's slippery out here, clearly.
That's true. We will say that it's due to the ice, you know? Yeah. But I think we can definitely see right now from Hometown a lot of, you know, confidence in where they're going. And you can see there that they decided, hey, you know what? Let's just send it on back to this building.
You know why? Because they got shot back here. They got shot from the 2 members of Tibet on their rotate. But instead of sending it on into zone, they're looking for the kills. They're looking for the kills, and I like this.
But they're looting. But they are looting.
Hey, you got to get the loot first, though. Got to get the loot first, and you know.
Maybe you know what? Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you the story.
Break it down.
So let me break it down for you, all right? So Hometown, they were decided to say, hey, let's go into zone. But then one player said, you know what, dude, I saw a Molotov in that building, and everybody was just like, a Molotov, you know, like really? You know, he's like, no, I have not seen one before. And they said, you know what, we gotta go back, you know, and they sent the 3 to secure the Molotov. That's teamwork. That's teamwork there, because you never know that one goes by himself and gets caught. So, you know, when you have the 3 go to be able to pick up that molly, I mean, you're gonna be able to make sure that you get it and get it back alive.
Well, we'll see how that teamwork pays off, because right now, Powerful, they seem to be rotating on right through 2 different squads right now. Figure 8 over here will be capitalizing on that, getting one of these thirsts. But yeah, Powerful, just one unlucky, unfortunate rotate right on into the hands of 2 squads who are just waiting for their loot delivery service.
Yeah, and they definitely got some. And speaking of delivery, all these players are going to have to start driving into this first zone. I mean, a lot of them are just, they're eating this blue. Tibet, Jafar, he's way down there in the zone, and he's not moving. Oh, okay, now we saw him start being able to head up there. So this is going to be a really interesting fight, because this is the first time I've really seen this zone really hit here in Vikendi.
I want to see ThizzleTron 3000 pop off. They got 8 kills so far. This is their 7th game so far, and that's a team that I'm cheering for just because I want to see their logo go to the world stage. I want to see the power train with the disco. I want to see the party train make it to the top. Plus ThizzleTron 3000. You're
gonna get a list. We're gonna get a list saying that name too many times.
ThizzleTron 3000.
That's right.
I can just imagine them like walking into the stadium like, oh, ThizzleTron 3000. Like, a lot of these teams, I'm rooting for a lot of these teams. I love seeing these new squads, you know, get built up, come together, and just have the opportunity. That's one thing that I just love about the ecosystem here for PUBG Mobile, is that you can start with a group of friends.
Yeah.
You can play, and then next thing you know, you're playing in the World League. Oh, talk about trying to get to the World League. Cosmos wiped out right there. Cosmos wiped out from Execute.
Done. You know, it was a really big battle right off the bat, and it was a two-man kill switch, and Fate were able to get it done, and the rest of their squad finally coming in for support, but it's already done with. Now they're just coming in to loot.
They got 7 kills. What have they been doing this game? Killing people, obviously, right?
That's for sure. And you know, this is going to be really good for them. They already have, like you mentioned, 7 kills on the board. 13 teams alive. So they are just crushing it right now in Vikendi. All they got to do is just continue that momentum and get this chicken dinner. And really, so far, I mean, all I think it really takes is one good, solid chicken dinner to at least confirm you moving on to the next, next round.
Only that, confidence.
That's
If this
true.
is your first time playing at this type of level, you know, being broadcasted, having Hot Jukes and Mustache Dave, like, look at your gameplay, talk about your gameplay, like, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure with that alone. So to come out on top, get a chicken dinner, it's like, yeah, we came and we did it. And now you believe in yourself, like you said, and you can just take it to that next level. So I see a couple people in the chat. Figure 8. We got a couple people cheering for Figure 8. So
there we go.
Hey, they're doing good so far. So let's go Figure 8. Let's go, baby.
Go. Come on, Figure 8. Get it done. You got your homies watching right here. Now it's time. Put up or shut up. Make some plays. And you know, it's so crazy because I feel all this nostalgia come back, because when you say that literally anybody can come in and win at the high level, it's so true. I mean, just a couple of years ago, I remember myself sitting around. I was working on a farm, and a farmer friend of mine said, "Hey, you know what? You gotta try this game, PUBG Mobile. It just came out. It's so fun." And you know, met a few friends online, got to travel the world playing at different LAN events, and some of the people that I met early on are still playing to this day and winning some of the biggest prize pools in all of esports. It's Ninth Circle. On to 4 Angry Babies, the last 3 members.
Yeah, remember 3 Angry Babies right now.
3 Angry Babies.
Circle gonna be making the pull up right now. Cabo was in the front lines, gonna be taking down another baby on the board, and now there's just one. There's just one MP5K. We got Downey Jordan trying to make the pop out, trying to go for that pre-fire, but look at that from the roof. From the roof. They didn't even have a chance.
Didn't stand a chance. Yeah, and that's going to be 3 up on the board for Ninth Circle, and they're going to be able to secure this edge of the zone. And some people think like, oh, you know what, edge of the zone, you don't really want it, but I'll tell you what, you got to take it here in this one, you know, because that's really all you really have available. And I wonder where this next circle is going to go. It's crazy because every single time you have a zone that's halfway in the water, you got to realize this zone is now twice as small because of just how many little resources are available. So these rotations are just insane from all these squads.
Oh, yeah, there's a crate out there. So just in case you're thinking about going for a swim in the ice cold water, well, now you have a better reason to do that, or at least a reason to give the squad. Figure 8 and Null gonna be sharing the town for the time being. Not too far. We also got Versatile, who've been here for quite some time. So 3 squads all up in the city, looking to just get some more loot and avoid one another. We got 12 teams remaining here. I know we haven't really seen much action when it comes to team fights. A lot of random pull-ups that end in like a couple seconds. So that's just Vikendi. You know, that's Vikendi. At least early game Vikendi, in my opinion.
That's for sure. That is for sure. I mean, Vikendi, it's just a tough map to really deal with, especially when it comes to these half in the water zones. I mean, and it's crazy the fact that it's just consistently happens. There's got to be something, you know, with Vikendi, the circle algorithm or whatever it is, you know, that PUBG Mobile's putting together. It just seems to constantly, you know, favor that water in that first zone. And, you know, these teams, I think by now, well, I mean, these are some of their first times, but I mean, a lot of these seasoned players, I think they're starting to get used to it. That's for sure.
I gotta say, I don't know if it's so random, man. I don't know if it's so random. I won't name any names, but I had someone at the top be like, hey, watch out tonight for some spicy circles. I'm like, okay, yeah, spicy circles. Okay. I'm not going to name no names, but I don't know about the randomness anymore.
I'll tell you what, dude, but I ain't going to lie. When it comes to Mustache Dave's zone predictions, they're pretty on point.
They're on point. I wonder why.
I got an eyebrow up right now, Dave, you know?
Wonder why.
Maybe Dave's the one that draws out the circles at the start. We don't know, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we didn't start an investigation, you know, but put your predictions on the chat.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No investigation. Everything's above the board here. Everything's above the board. So all these teams waiting for the next circle, look at that. There's still 50% water in play.
You called it.
So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be the South in particular down there. We already got 4 teams all piled on top of one another. And we got about 2 more that need to make their way on in. So honestly, if you are ThizzleTron 3000 up there to the north, you're by yourself. You are having a great time.
For shizzle, you're chilling. You know, you're not no worries. You know, right now, and you can see the rest of these teams. They're gonna have to worry. I mean, this is the toughest part. You know, as zone starts getting closer and closer, and especially considering that zone is pretty much half the size of any other map. Considering that we got so much in the water. You're going to have some players basically have to be neighbors right now. And I think that we're definitely seeing that. You can look at, you know, Uli has that pan out, trying to reduce those footstep noises as best he can. And I think we're just going to see a waiting game until the next zone.
Yeah, we saw the dude right there. They're straight chilling. Just chilling. I mean, if you're in the circle, you're not in the water, you're chilling. You're chilling big time out here. So looking on over to hometown, they're going to be playing the Edge. And I really like Trickster, you know, doing some scouting instead of just straight up sending it, because there's actually a squad right down there in front of them in that compound, currently waiting for any team to find their trap. And talking about finding the trap, Tip Top CN1 out here trying to make the rotate on into zone. They're going to be stuck between 2 different squads, but Bats from the top line going to be making the pull down, the push right there. And they're just going to be unloading all their weapons, all of their arsenal onto Tip Top CN, trying to get these kills, these thirst.
Yeah, that had to be, you know, if you're Tip Top, Reckless, and they had to give that information, say, hey, you cannot pull up to that wall. You're going to die, you know, with those kind of sight lines. So you see the off angle. Some shots were able to go on to Ying here. But Bats is now getting third party from Ninth Circle. So that could be huge for the squad that was just for Tip Top Gaming here. As now Bats, they have to turn around and deal with an entirely different team.
The grenade!
Oh,
the grenade!
It pushed the vehicle and knocked him!
That was huge. It knocked down Moon. So the grenade bounced back to Zima and knocked out a player. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life here. Amazing right there. Nice Circle gonna use this moment, this opportunity to make the pull up right now onto Bats. That was crazy, Juice.
What a play. What a play. I mean, that nade sent that Zima flying. And, you know, flying Zimas, they hurt. That's for sure. What a play right there. Now it's just Bats. I mean, they're in shock, but still have to make a play if they want to survive. Oh, look at Mondo with the perfect nade. Oh, here they heard it, though. They heard it.
Ooh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That was beautiful. Those grenades pinned them down into the stairwell, and you already had your squad mates waiting for them to just climb right on into your hands. And like you said, textbook. That was Mamma Mia spicy right there.
Beautiful right there. Great plays from 9 Circle. That's why they're rocking so many kills. Kawhi out of ammo, had to switch guns, but not able to get it done. That's null done early. So that's a pretty big surprise. But you know what's so funny, Dave? You know, with that Zima kill, you know, if that Zima gets the knock.
Have you seen that before?
Well, I've seen it once. In the past. You know, it's really rare, though. That's
it knocked
for sure.
the player.
Yeah, it knocked it. So you got to also consider this. If he didn't die to any of the other players, then nobody gets the points.
What?
Yeah, because it's the Zima that knocked him, not the player.
The Zima gets the point. Well,
yeah, the Zima. Yo, I mean, true. Yeah, you know.
The dude.
Oh, the
dude burning.
Oh, he's on fire now.
Oh, their squad mate. Their squad mate, Nami, hitting a huge grenade. You're like, that's my dude. The dude, where's my car? Dude's hanging out behind the car right there, trying to survive. Is going to be pinned down for the time being. This is the dude's time to regroup with the squad, but they lost their keys.
Perfect name. I mean, the perfect name that you said. He said it was my guy. Nami, it's no me, right?
Nami.
No me. Right?
Come
on now. No me. That's my guy. Yeah, that's my dude right there. You know, leave him alone. Great grenade. Great support. Love to see that communication. Now it is up for F8 to really just kind of press this down. Figure 8. Come on. I mean, you had a lot of. We saw some people in the chat cheering them on, and that was a really, really good play. They still got 4 people up.
Well, look at all. There's 4 different teams all on top of one another right now. 4 different teams. And I really like that we're seeing the MP5 right now from a lot of people, a lot of players. This is a gun that is very popular on Vikendi in other regions, but we don't see that here on North America. So I love to see that being utilized here today.
I love it, especially with the laser. It's so good because you can actually put a grip on it. And since you're mostly using it for hip fire, I love to have that laser sight on it. It just extends that range when it comes to hip firing. And and this is when it comes to Vikendi. I think that you gotta have a 9mm weapon on you because there's just 9mm everywhere. 5.56 guns and 7.6 are a lot harder to find. And look at this push stuff from Versatile. Oh, he's out!
Run! And the guy's still alive.
He's on the run. Tag your hit, and King gets him. Wow.
That was something else. Vaulting out that second spot. I thought they were going to get out of there. I'm not going to lie. I thought they were going to survive right there.
That was some moves from Jamar. I mean, he was able to get it done. I mean, unfortunately, not able to really, survive out of that one. But, man, I mean, he definitely tried his heart out. That's for sure.
Dude, those are some moves.
Love to see the effort.
Vikendi. I mean, this is the first Vikendi map being played here in PMCO, and I gotta say, like, I'm enjoying it. I am. Blade's trying to take out that car 98 out here. I don't know, trying to get some headshots. One time, baby.
Gotta see it. It's so rare to see a snipe on stream.
Got an 8x scope too.
I mean, that's the dream. That's the man. I would be drooling if I had that set up in Vikendi here. But look at this tip top, trying to get it done with Scrim Farm and And it looks like Scrim Farm is able to make it out. They're going to have to get this res really quick because this is zone 6. They cannot eat any of this blue zone. I don't even know if this is really worth it right now. They're going to barely be able to make it in if they are.
Tabo out here in that prone position trying to third party these 2 squads. You got Hometown. You got Versatile. They are just tossing grenades back and forth at each other. Hometown out here trying to get some shots in onto Figure 8 out there in the distance. Oh, but Salty right there. They can flash a little Salty off of that nade, and it does look like Flash is going to be able to crawl back down. But here we go. We see the blue zone. Are they safe? Are they in this next zone? Are they able to get that revive? Well, Versatile, they're trying to get the follow-ups. They're trying to get those follow-up grenades. They got some grenades. They got some mollies. They're looking to capitalize on this.
Putting that pressure harder as they know that they're kind of stuck there in that blue zone. And that's 4 kills, 4 points to add to your total score. But they're going to have to focus on inwards. Yeah, look at this. They have to run in. Only 1 minute remaining. They have to finish out Hometown as fast as possible.
Salty is putting in the work. Meanwhile, all these shots, we got 9th circle. We saw him in the back line of this Cabo trying to third party this one. So they're gonna reposition. We see him in the top right-hand corner. That's team number 5. They're gonna focus on getting on into the zone and gatekeeping both of these squads.
You can see Drip there. They're having to throw some smokes out to be able to try and get into this next zone. It's not going to be easy. They're going to have to deal with Hometown in the back end, but this is Zone 7. This one is the one that really, really hurts here. And you can see Salty just kind of covering that back line right now. Hometown, we're kind of quiet in the first match. Still 0 kills. They've secured at least 7th place, but this is not going to be an easy push for them. But they have to do it. No choice.
Tossing out the smokes right now, and here comes the push, or the attempt of the push, but Versatile waiting. We already see them. They got one of the knocks on the board, and
we switched on over to a new fight.
Switching on over.
And we can see, yeah, we'll see in the kill feed how that one goes. But Thizzle, we're back. Here we go.
We're back. Drip is just spraying down right there. But will not be able to connect. We got Gold Blade out here going for that drop shot. Still going to be alive. The last remaining member alive for Hometown. And here comes the last battle right now. The 1v1. Who wins this one? Versatile. Uzi versus M4 right there all day long, baby. And they are still going to be alive.
Yeah, and I think that was a really good effort from Hometown. I mean, that's the best they could do considering the situation. Versatile definitely had the upper hand. We're able to put a couple points on the board, but yeah, Versatile just too strong with that position right there. And of course, that Uzi up close, I mean, that's the gun to have. That's the gun you want right here. But moving on over, Versatile now with only 2 players remaining. They're going to have to go up against Figure 8 and 9th Circle. They are in Pinch City right now as this circle is about to get even smaller.
Pinch City reminds me of my grandma. Gotta look at this one. Figure 8 though, they got 4 up. They're trying to make the pull up, but we see him. Oh no! Nami getting taken out to the blue zone. That's gonna spoil their game plan out here. And yeah, Kabo gonna be taking down the dude out here. And Versatile, they got 2 up, but they are on fire right now. It looks like 9th Circle is trying to keep everybody outside of their circle.
100%. I think that is the play right here. I think that there is a little spot by that rock where in between King where they can be able to jump up and get into this next zone. But it looks like that's the only spot right now. So they're locked down, and then Figure 8 just laying it down on a Supreme. Now it's just up to King, and he is just, I mean, he's completely locked down. There's nowhere he can go. He's got to make a play right here.
Gotta make the play. Gotta make the play. Gonna be swapping on over that Uzi Blade. Now you're gonna be seeing him, so King will be able to get the initial knock on the Blade, trying to get the thirst. Will be getting the thirst, but popping on out. 9th Circle right above their heads, trying to get that third party. Devil will be the one to take out the King. The King is dead out here. Looks like Devil trying to heal on up the blue zone though. Will keep Figure 8 outside, and it looks like 9th Circle, they're gonna be able to just keep them at bay and clean up.
Yeah, like I said, there's only really one spot that they were going to be able to get up on that rock. And yeah, that spot is completely covered by 9th Circle. And look at this. You know, we saw a heal off right there. But it's all Kabo right now, putting down some big shots. Peril, man, 9th Circle getting it done here in this Vikendi match. 13 kills. 13 kills. 3 members alive.
The Tommy gun. Pulling out the Tommy gun. The Thompson, they're getting a crate. They're getting that level 3 gear. Nami out there trying to heal on up. Pretender trying to heal on up. So they got 2 solos living the dream out here on this first map of Vikendi for PMCO. Meanwhile, 13 kills sitting on over to 9th Circle.
Punching
9th Circle looking to get the dub.
Yeah, I mean, they're just having their way right now. I mean, this is all them. I mean, I got them. If I was a betting man, I'd put the house that it's all 9th Circle to win this one. And that's going to put another point on the board for them. 14 kills. Will they be able to match our kill leader today with 15? Or will Pretender go out to the blue zone? We'll find out now.
Just deny it. Just deny it, man.
Or will he make a play? Well, could he be the hero of the story? Is he the main character? Let's find out. 2v1. That's it. 9th Circle gets a dub. Chicken dinner, baby.
Gets the dub. And it really goes back to what we saw maybe, a minute, maybe 2 minutes ago when they had that rock, you know, the high ground on 2 squads. You know, they're just able to pretty much let the blue zone push the enemies towards them. They didn't get nervous. They didn't push out from their position. They knew they had the zone on their side, and they just lied there. They just waited, and they all came right to them. And it was beautiful. I mean, that was great.
I got to tell you right now, 9th Circle, they've been having their way so far here in day number 2. They had a great game number 1. Now coming into the second match, I mean, 15 kills in the chicken dinner. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, this is what we expect to see, especially, you know, from Kabo and his team. I mean, this is the old like we mentioned earlier, the old Singularity roster. They have a ton of experience. We've seen them. I mean, these guys scrim on a daily basis here. So I'm really proud to see these guys, you know, get it done here in the group stages as expected.
Yeah, and after that game, if I'm not mistaken, that's gonna put them up there at the top, or at least second to the top when it comes to total kills. Yes,
well,
Syndicate.
Let's see. Let's go on over to the leaderboards right now.
Leaderboards.
And you can see we got none other than Ninth Circle. Yeah, like you mentioned, the first team to hit the triple digits here in the PMCO group stages. Now, you know, of course, Syndicate, they've only had one day, but still, hey, guess what? Ninth Circle, they got it done.
They got it done, and they got 2 chicken dinners though. I mean, that honestly scares me when it comes to Syndicate, because they have no chicken, and they're in second place. Like, I am scared right now for these other squads, and you know, trying to qualify. But I am looking forward to when Syndicate plays here tomorrow to see how they can clap back, maybe get some chickens. But yeah, Ninth Circle, 2 chicken dinners, 38 total kills. Right beneath Syndicate, we got Hometown and Null. Those 2 teams are playing here tonight, and Tibet as well. So some of these squads are definitely taking advantage of tonight's games, you know, to try to overtake Syndicate and Punjab Esports.
Next team I'll be looking at, of course, is going to be Null. I think that we have high expectations for them in the group stages. Now, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about just qualifying. That's really all you're trying to do right here. So, to be honest with you, if you're any of these teams that are in the top, you know, 5 right now, you should be feeling pretty strong about being able to make it to the next stage. So, congratulations to them so far. But hey, you know what? This is the best practice that you're going to be able to get. And you got to be able to still execute, and you do not want to leave that door open at all for any of these other teams. And moving on over to the rest of the leaderboards, you can see right now, you know, 17th place, Infinix with 46 points. Most Wanted, you know, of course, with 41. And then just going on down the line with that. But yeah, so far, the team that is in here, the Bats, I believe, they're right now sitting in 27th with 26 points. But, you know, all it takes is 1 chicken dinner. I mean, you think about it.
Cosmos, too.
Yeah, you know, 1 good game, though. 1 good game with some good kills. That will make you fly up the leaderboards. But still, got 2 more matches left to go. And the next one, we're taking it over to the desert, Dave.
The desert, baby. I would compare these games, the group stage games here in PMCO. I would compare it to like a bouncer. You know, you're at the door. You're at the door. Like, you did all the hard work. You got dressed up. You're ready to go. You got your best outfit on. Now you just got to get in. You just got to get in. And there's a lot of pressure. So if you got the chicken dinner, and like you said it in this game, if you have 1 chicken dinner, most likely the bouncer is going to let you in for that next stage. So that's what these teams are looking for.
I'll tell you what, though. If you're not able to do that, you know how you get past the bouncer?
How do you get past the bouncer?
That rotation, baby. You know?
Ooh, you hit him with it, bro.
You got to hit that rotation, you know?
The door.
Try to hit that other door. You know, try to go ahead and get it done. You know, hey, if you've been playing PUBG Mobile for this long, you got to know about them rotations. You got to get him, hit him hard. But hey, 2 matches left to go. Let's get it going. We'll be right back with you guys right after this quick break. What's going on, everybody? We're back here for game number 3, heading it on over to Miramar. Dave, you pumped up? I know I am.
I'm pumped up, man. I'm ready to go. That last Vikendi map was crazy. I'm looking in the chat. They're saying this lobby too easy. I don't think so. I think this lobby is just right. I mean, I put a thermometer in it, and it is cooked to perfection. So I'm looking for it, man. We are at that halfway mark of the day. Teams are on the plane. They're jumping out here on Miramar.
Well, let's hop right on into it. As you can see, these squads, you mentioned, they're hopping on out. And yeah, I think it's easy for a lot of these, people in the chat to say that, oh, you know what, this is an easy clap. I would do,
easy.
I would do great under here. But I mean, all these people
Put me
never,
in, coach.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, try it, Try it, and if you've done it before, then I think you have definitely a place to really say it. But until you've actually competed at this level, you really can't, regardless of what it looks easy. Now you can say this lobby looks easy compared to the other, World League stages. Now that I think is a fact, because those guys are at a whole nother level. But, when it comes to, any player coming off the street trying to play at this level, there's just so many factors you have to consider. And all 4 have to come in being able to ready to play. And you can already see in Pecado, none other Pecado getting it done right now. 9th circle. Oh, and it's 9th circle and IFX. IFX already down 2 members. This is a crushing blow for them.
Yeah, they went out first last match as well. They went out first. They dropped. Their drop location was contested, and it seems like the same thing is happening here on Miramar, which is very unfortunate for the squad. I know today is their second day, in the lobby, their second round of getting some games in. But personally, I mean, if your drop spot's contested, I don't feel like you can really risk it. I don't feel like these teams have enough games to risk losing members early on here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they split loot and got caught really quickly. 9th circle, they are just on point today. That is for sure. They came to play. And Infinix, this is another team I think we definitely expected to have really good games coming forward here. They're already down 2 members, and this is not only gonna stifle the amount of players that they have, of course, but it's gonna cut their looting time down tremendously. And you can see they're just trying to pick up whatever scraps they can get, and they're out of here.
They are out of here. And to kind of go back to your point earlier on, I know we got a little gunfight happening right here, but I definitely, looking at the World League lobby, it's obviously it's hard, but I think there's different challenges involved, like World League, Pro League. Like, you kind of know, teams' habits, their rotations, their drop spots. Like, after a certain amount of games, some squads are just, they're predictable. And I feel like when it comes to PMCO, you really don't have that factor. Like, you just can't predict who will be crashing you. You don't know who you're gonna be fighting most of the time, at least in my opinion, because these teams, they just don't have a lot of time with each other. And the time they do have with each other, we've been seeing it's chaotic. We saw last game, like so many pull-ups, game number 1 in Erangel, so many just random YOLO sends, and it's like, hello, here's the squad on top of you. You thought you were in a dip, you thought you're just taking some pot shots. Next thing you know, a whole team in UASs just drive on over you. I mean, it's so unpredictable. So I feel like there's different it's obviously different lobbies, but they have their different challenges associated with that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that every single time you deal with this kind of like just lopsidedness in teams, you're going to see just like new metas kind of come out, and different teams have to adapt to it. And like you were mentioning earlier, I mean, when you're playing at that highest level, I think rotating into zone can technically be more difficult in a certain way and easier in another, right? So I think it's more difficult on the grounds that I think overall, when you start talking about World League, I think it's obvious. Like, those players and teams are, as far as fragability, is just insane. It's like it's at the pinnacle of all of PUBG Mobile. At the same time, though, when it comes to rotating, you'll notice that right when that zone shifts, all the teams start moving into the zone at the same time. And that kind of allows them to be able to do that. But when you're in this lobby, I think you're going to see teams just sit in late as long as they possibly can, and just be firing at teams rotating on in. So you may have some squads that run into this lobby that have a ton of experience, like, oh yeah, let's just go ahead and run in early in the zone. And then they just get gate kept by like 4 teams shooting at them in the blue. And yeah, I think that makes it a lot harder for some of those squads. So you gotta have to adapt to. You got to play the game or play the players, not just the game.
Yeah. The thing is, there's not a lot of games for the teams to play, in order to make it to the next round. So time is not on their side, and you really got to come in here and like get that chicken, get those high kill games, and oh, look at Reckless over here hitting the the lotto over here with the new vending machine, Miramar 2.0. You love to see it. Reckless is in the zone, so you can pretty much just sit there all day and just spam that one.
I want to hear that sound. I want to hear that jackpot sound because that is so satisfying. Be able to get up to eight energy drinks at once. That's going to be just so great. Especially like I've always mentioned, Miramar. It's one of those maps where you just want to have more loot than anywhere else, and that's going to be really advantageous for you if you're able to get that kind of healing. And you can see right now, there's a lot of squads, really close together towards Central. Love to see how you got one at least in Hacienda, the Patron. That's always good to see. And IFX, yeah, Infinix down to 2 members. They're just rotating and trying to play it as safe as possible.
Yeah, they haven't really been catching any luck here in the last 2 games. So hopefully for the duo, they can just continue to survive and have a nice, clean, and safe pathway on into zone, so they can maybe camp this one out and try to get as many points as possible. Out here in the distance, the soul out here just in the mountains, taking some shots onto ThizzleTron 3000.
Yeah, just trying to get some pop shots off right now. And this is the meta, right? You're just rotating early game, trying to avoid fights, get looted up, and just get a good position. And the most dangerous thing I think a part of Miramar is, when you're just trying to get to that next spot, there's so much open terrain. If another team spots you, they are just going to blow up that vehicle so quickly. So I think driving is a really underrated skill when it comes to high level. He did not like those bricks at all.
The soul
out here. There you go. Love to hear that. That was a little spooky, Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about.
Dude, Vigilante out here from Infinix. Oh, running out there in the open. Will be connected on. And I feel so bad. And you can't put the blame on me. But before we came into these games, I said, I'm going to be looking at Vigilante here today. It's one of the top fraggers in the lobby from Infinix. And, man, I'm trying to see some gameplay from the squad. But they just keep, just getting picked apart early game. I mean, not even 8 minutes on into the game. And yeah, they're already been taken out. So Infinix, they were actually in PMCO, my bad. PMCO last time around, and the time before that. I remember casting Infinix about 2 years ago.
That's right.
PMCO. So this is the one I had a bow tie. I wore a bow tie for you, man.
Dude,
the bow tie. This is a team. They don't give up. They do not give up, and I hope this time around they got the keys to success, and I can tell you right now, it is not dropping near other squads. It's just not working out for them.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be able to survive here. There's only 1 member up alive left, and yeah, now it's the time to just lay down and snake your way up to high up in the leaderboards. But it's so hard, especially when it comes to Miramar, because of how open the terrain is. And the way these teams have been rotating, and just, to be honest with you, a lot of these squads rotate pretty recklessly. I mean, they're not really scouting out to different spots. They're just sending it straight into into any area, and that's really dangerous, I think, if you're just one single player just trying to survive.
I feel like we should have Livic be the deciding map.
Oh my goodness!
How teams?
Oh, the toxicity! Could you imagine 16 teams dropping into Livic? That would just be insanity.
I want to see it because I want to see those zones go up to the northwest. Those pink flower fields. I want to see snakes. I want to see snakes in those pink flower fields because you could just hide for days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, could you imagine the amount of luck that would be involved in Livic? Because there's so many.
Got a monster truck.
There's so many hot drop spots, right? It would just be contested like crazy. So any player that just lands on an AK off the bat is going to just be shredding everybody there. But, man, I can only imagine seeing monster trucks used in competitive. I think I would love to see how that utility is done. But, man, that would be nutty. That would be nutty for sure.
So Cosmos Esports out here, they're kind of down there at the bottom, and they're looking for a come up here today as well. They're looking to get a chicken dinner underneath their belt, but you know who's not looking for a chicken because they're doing really good. But if they have a chicken, they're going to be happy. Hometown right here. They're going to be out here defending. They're on the defend right here, and we got the Soul making the breach.
Making the breach now. Here they come. Hometown trying to be able to survive. They had a couple rough games so far. Last Vikendi, they weren't able to quite get the finish. And now it's up to them to really push on to the Soul. Goldblade will be able to get this jump shot. He's going for it. Ooh. Oh, too easy.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, wow. That's all I'm going to say
Oh,
to that one. There's only one more. The drop shot.
The SLR.
SLR? Was that a drop shot SLR?
So sick. Huesu, I mean, he is crushing it right now. Now it's just up to this. Can he do the 1v4? Oh, he throws a nade. That might just do it. Molly?
Got a Molly. Going to be tossing that Molly as well. Looks like the smoke's going to be blocking the sidelines for the time being. But I see Goldblade again jumped out just a little bit from that Molly. And
here he comes.
These two going to be popping out with the H4. Immediately spotted by Jet.
Oh, he's going to get sent on right now. It's a number advantage. He's 1 HP. Oh, wait, no, he's still alive. He will not go down.
Went up there to the second story. This is actually...
SLR?
Oh, bolting on out, trying to throw him a surprise out here.
Oh, and he got caught. He even took the gun off to get that extra run speed. But, man, I mean, they just predicted exactly where he was going to go, jumped out, and caught him. But, man, I got to give it up to Hisu right there. That was such a intense effort. I mean, love to see that kind of play, especially in group stages. Man, that was fancy.
Yeah, I mean, had the smoke for cover, was, you know, back against the wall, tossed a grenade, tossed a Molly. Was definitely giving Hometown a run for their money, for sure.
I mean, that was too close for comfort, I think. I mean, they definitely opened up the opportunity. Hisu almost was able to get it done right there, but it's so tough when you're facing against just so many players like that. And here's Bats. Bats have not had a great couple days so far. And just a quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that I believe these teams, they're going to only have 3 days, I believe, to really put some points on the board and make it to the semifinals. So we're going to have some teams definitely eliminated here. And this is their second day. And we got 2 more groups, obviously, playing tomorrow, going for their second match. So you got to have a good lead coming out of this one to at least feel comfortable to make it to the semis.
Yeah, so this is groups A and C. Groups A and C to be exact with that one. So yeah, I mean, we're already at that halfway mark for today. We already played 2 games, so make sure you do that exclamation mark game and the number right behind it to get the score. But this is game number 3, baby. Miramar, game number 3, and then we send it back to the OG Erangel next after this one to kind of round out and close out the night. Oh, Devil, that's a rock. But yeah, I mean, teams are looking to make some big come-ups here on Miramar. We are about 13 minutes on into this map. We had some fights already, but like last game, I'm gonna have to predict. You know, it's gonna sizzle out just a little bit here.
Yeah. So I mean, these squads got to be able to perform here. Now, remember, we got a total of 32 teams. 32 teams playing in the PMCO group stages. We're still right now at the beginning of it. Remember, these teams are going to play 3 days. 8 teams are going to be eliminated. So you do not want to be on the bottom 8. Top 24 are going to go on to the semifinals here. So that's really all you're going for. I mean, yeah, I mean, of course, the clout to be able to, you know what? I can't lie. If I was any of these teams, and I'm going to give some advice to any of these squads, trust me on this one. If you were watching back the VOD and you were listening to this right now, if you end up number 1 on the leaderboards here of the group stages first day,
you're going to give him UC.
I mean, you can ask Dave for the UC. You know, he'll give you the load, you know, and then
that's 7. At 7 Worlds.
Yeah,
make sure you follow 7 Worlds.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Send him a DM. He'll give you all the UC you want. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But oh, look at that. Oh, for powerful.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'll say this though, right? If you do end up first place, it's great to post about it, you know, but I wouldn't go too hard bragging, you know, because there ain't nothing worse than saying, oh, we were first, we're gonna crush it, and then come semifinals not have that performance, you know. So don't jinx yourself. Just say, hey, know what? We had a great group stages, but we got to work harder because as you start moving up, semifinals and finals, it's only going to get more and more difficult. So don't let off the gas if you have a great start here to group stages.
Not only that, like you start tweeting about your success, other people and other teams might look into the VODs and try to study what you did, right? You might get some attention in that aspect, and then you might have squads, you know, just trying to ruin your day, trying to gatekeep you, trying to just play that spoiler role, which we've seen multiple times in multiple tournaments. So yeah, if you're at the top, you know, just keep cruising. Just keep cruising until the end, until you qualify.
Yep.
And then at the end, you can be like, listen, we came in the lobby. We dominated. We're the best.
We clapped everybody.
We did it.
That's right.
Yeah, we clapped everybody. So yeah, definitely, I would definitely live by that as well. So Cosmos Esports out here playing the edge. And
my
right there
goodness.
in front of us, ThizzleTron and Devil just straight up sending it with the buggy, trying to survive. Looks like Devil and the Dude are the only two squad mates up alive right now.
Great
for
driving.
figure 8. Devil's so close right now.
Spot.
So close to 4 angry babies.
And it looks like he's going to be able to secure this location. That Rock's going to be doing a huge favor for him. Smoke grenade. Yeah, smoke. Smoke for Zeo there. Great, you know, effort from his teammate. And now we're seeing all these teams ending. They're just stuck so late. This is what I was talking about earlier. I think in group stages, we're going to see a lot of players just rotate a lot later than we normally are used to. And now Tip Top, they're on the rotation out. 4 angry babies. These two guys got to get moving here in a second right now as well.
The names, I love the names there, by the way. 4 angry babies. You got the 6 angry men. I mean, I can only assume what's going to happen when those two squads collide. I don't know who's going to come out on top. But Devil able to heal on up. Looks like Blade was revived by the Dude. So it's like our squad out here will have 3 up. Ooh, Devil.
I mean, this guy is just
driving right underneath the pan.
Talk about,
this is good driving though.
He need to change his name to Daredevil. I mean, this guy has just been flying through all these teams, and look at this, able to find a good solid, you know, building. He's going to give that intel to the rest of his squad, but let's see if they have the driving skills to make it to him.
Yeah, I mean, what a good spot. Devil was able to get up here on the high ground in the mountains. Dude. Execute gonna be looking down right here, getting some kills. Yeah, Null, they had an amazing game number 1. I think they had like 14, 15 kills, something crazy like that. Oh, Echo with the barrel, trying to swap on over there. It's a 1v3. Driplet going for that drop shot, but Echo was able to get 2 of them out of the process. That's actually insane.
Goodness. And then Kill Switch able to get that 1 member. Now it's all up to Drip from Versatile. Oh, that jump!
Drip!
Oh my goodness, Kill Switch from the top rope. Coming down, flying and clutching it right there. He's going to be able to get his 2 members up right here. What a play from Execute. Wow. What a performance.
Hey, but Echo carried that play on their back.
That's true.
Getting 2 of those knocks. Yeah, 2 of those knocks. That was actually insane. So here we go, though. This is Hometown making their approach, making their push on into here. They still got 4 up. They got 7 kills so far. But you know who's going to be trying to gatekeep them? ThizzleTron 3000.
ThizzleTron trying to make some plays. We're looking at Hometown. 7 kills. They have 7 kills on the board. It's a good game for them. One that they really needed. He's got that mini right now. 8X ready to just tap away. If he sees 1 little head stick out, and he sees 1, and look at that.
Ooh.
Put some damage onto Cabo. He felt that one. But oh, look at this next circle. Figure 8. And guess what? Guess what? Devil's the best driver. Best driver, because the rest of his team not able to make it with him.
Dead. Hopefully Devil is able to survive though. So yes, you got the achievement for best driver, but you have the achievement for best snake. Looks
Survivor.
Like Survivor. There you go. Survivor. Even better. Put that in the Twitter bio. So nice circle, trying to use this cliff, this mountain to rotate on into this next circle. They know from the south they are exposed. We saw earlier on Cabo was getting shot by Mini, so they're gonna try to avoid that. Over here though, Tip Top CN1 looks like they are getting occupied, getting caught up in a little engagement out here that is not in the next zone.
Circle 5 too. Circle 5. This one stinks. You know, you do not want to be in the zone, but you got to get into it. You got to be able to push through. And 9th circle on the rotation. Hometown. I mean, this is what I was talking about. I mean, the amount of gatekeeping from outside of zone is just so high here in the group stages, and that just makes it that much more difficult to move on in. And Hometown taking advantage of it. 9 kills on the board, but now it's their turn to try and get into the zone.
Yeah, and that was ThizzleTron 3000, you know, the disco train squad that kind of got annihilated right in front of them. And I love this one. Hometown, they got a couple shots, and now they're repositioning. They're trying to pull on into the zone from a new position.
Look at Devil. He's in the back of the truck.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Laying down.
Devil.
Wait,
let's go, baby.
Why not? I mean, you're the last one alive. That's not a bad spot to kind of just utilize right now and you know, try to get more points on the board. 8 teams are remaining. Hometown throwing out some smokes, being real extra safe right now as they're trying to just push into this one. And look at this. Oh yeah, tip top.
Oh, execute.
Yeah.
Execute. 10 kills. 3 up so far. 10 kills. They still got kill switch up there on the high ground. You know, playing that Overwatch position, just going to be relaying information. As Reckless, you know, kind of pinned down for the time being, but Reckless, the last member up for the squad of Tip Top, is going to be in this zone. So they just need to make sure to stay alive. Meanwhile, Hometown, ooh, I like this. They're using these trees. They're kind of bouncing back and forth, using these trees for cover to get on into this next circle. I mean, this is map awareness 101 right now from the squad.
I mean, a great rotation. Great rotation. They use smoke wall all day. They're extra careful right now. They've given up any chances. They still have 4 members up and 9 kills on the board. So this is a huge game for him. Oh, and you see Flash. You see what he's doing right now. He is jumping in the vehicle just to be able to get a little extra third-person peek advantage. Really smart play for him.
Hot tip from Hot Jukes. If you want some more vision and you're safe, hop in that vehicle. In that vehicle. Information is everything. Ooh, but Cosmos Esports, I don't know if they know they're there. They saw the vehicle, but it looks like they're on high alert right now, trying to maintain their position. Nice circle, though, on the edge. Looks like Cabo cooking a grenade. Cooking it. Gonna be tossing that one. And nobody's home. Nobody is home.
Cable's got an arm, but I don't think he's got an arm to reach Tibet. That's for sure. But he's going to have to, you know, he's going to have some legs because he's got to run into this next circle. This is zone 6. He knows it. Mondo knows it. And they are just doing their best to try and press into this one. So many teams, though, gatekeeping. Look at this. You got Twinkles from Null way up there. He ain't getting down, I'll tell you that. But he's dead center in the zone.
Trying to twinkle some stars up there from above.
Like
right there in the middle.
He's way up in the
I don't know how you're getting down. I mean, talk about committing to a play right there. Hopefully it's in the next zone. I got my luck. I'm giving it to you, Twinkles. I want to see that one come up. I want to see Twinkles in second place at least from there.
I'll tell you what, Twinkles there's one way he can get down, and that's jumping down. But if he does, them Twinkle toes are gonna be hurting, you know.
You're not even shooting from here. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just big chilla. He's like, you know what? I'm in the center of zone. I am not going anywhere right now.
Living the dream. Yeah. Let kill switch. Let them do all the heavy lifting. They're right underneath Twinkles. Fanboys. Ooh, spotting out Trickster. Ooh, taking down Trickster with that M4, and I believe Trickster was instantly wiped out right there. Cosmos Esports will be tossing out some grenades, trying to keep Hometown at bay. But yeah, I mean, that knock from Fanboys, ooh, that's gonna hurt Hometown big time.
That just goes to show you like how well your team has to work together. I mean, you have one player that just happens to, you know, be a little bit behind, and that's only by like what, 2 seconds, and just like that, he is down and out of this game. So I mean, this is tough. I mean, when you're playing at this high level, it is not easy. And you can see Jat, he wanted to like try to thread the needle with that nade. He's like, I'm not taking that risk, no sir. But this could be all gold blade.
Gold blade. Yeah, they're getting some nice damage in onto this off angle, this flanker from Cosmos Esports. Meanwhile, Fanboy still up here. Taking shots, bro. I mean, taking shots. They have the double back-to-back grenades, able to get the final knock right there onto that off-angle specialist from Cosmos Esports. Oh man, that was beautiful. Beautiful from Hometown.
Oh man, that was gorgeous. Yeah, what a well-executed grenade. And you can see right now, Team 18 trying to survive, make every movement they can. That's like you mentioned, Cosmos. And at the edge of the zone, though, there's still a 9 circle. They're still up. 37 seconds left on this clock, though. And Hometown, ninth circle, all these players are going to have to get moving right now. And you can see Cabo is going to get up, try to get this heal off. But, I mean, this is the last time. If he gets knocked here again, he ain't going nowhere. Oh, could this nade hit? Oh, this would be so huge.
Ooh, cooked it just a little too much. Little too much right there. But they have the information. They know Hometown is right underneath there. Grenade's still going to be flying on out. Hometown going to be tossing out some smokes, trying to bridge the gap right now, trying to breach this building that Cosmos Esports are occupying. A grenade from Goldblade will be able to knock down one of them, and that is going to open this one up.
Shot.
The quick flick right there. The quick flick. And Hometown able to successfully breach on into this compound, but it is not in the next zone, so the battle has just begun.
Kill switch. Hello. Guys, it ain't over. You're going to have to get on moving because here comes another grenade, and it kills the whole squad. The whole squad's done.
Switch. The squad wipe.
60 kills, and they're only going to get more.
Holy guacamole, and they're still up here. They got the zone. They have the zone up here to the north. They got Twinkles right above them, wishing a star upon them, and we got 4 teams to go. 4 teams to go. Wow, that grenade.
Beautiful nade from Kills. And now there's just more coming out. And look at Execute. Execute is just planning to just execute all of these players here, trying to get all these knocks right here. And look at that, 17 kills, making 18 with that flush right now. And man, this is a huge game right here. We could possibly see a new kill record.
I'm actually surprised that they're going to be pushing down from their perch up there. Jet G with the grenade in hand. Blue zone. Oh, the blue zone. You're in the blue zone. Jet, you're in the blue zone. You have to move. You have to move. Trying to heal on up. But over here, you got Execute making the aggressive push right now onto ninth circle.
I mean, what a great life you're living if you're Twinkles, but it's devastating if you're anywhere else of these squads because, man, Execute, they are just getting it done here. There goes Jack, done and out from Hometown. That's going to be 4th place for them. Play zone takes out Cabo. Are they just going to go out to the zone here? Oh, no, he gets flushed. 19. The record so far is 20. 20 kills so far from Syndicate. And it looks like Execute may be able to pass it up with 21 if they're able to catch Twinkles up on top and Mondo. But Mondo, he's still got something to say. He's got that M7. Can he do it?
Does Twinkle have a grenade?
Oh, that one hurt.
Oh, they have no idea.
He's going out to blue. He's going out to blue. He's going out to blue.
Okay.
Mondo said forget it.
Twinkle's second place. Yep. At least. They have no idea. No idea.
Mondo, after that nade, he said, I'm not going to give him this point. I'm not going to give him this point. They're not getting the kill record here. Not today. And there's
Twinkle's going to be popping up, taking some shots right now on the Fanboys. Now they have a good idea. Fanboys chunk down extremely low. Twinkle's able to connect onto one. Can we get the other one? We'll be taking some shots on the Echo. Echo extremely low. Kill Switch going to be making the push on up here. Twinkle's got the blue zone to their back. Oh, Kill Switch is taken down. Echo needs to heal on up, but Echo has his own. Twinkle's going to be dropping from the sky.
Oh, what a game. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. What a crazy way to finish match number 3. This is by far, in my eyes, the most hype match we've seen here in the PUBG Mobile Club Open group stages. But man, Execute. Look at those kills. 19. And almost taken out by the last member of Twinkles.
Dude, Twinkles almost took him out.
He almost did. It was so close. So close. I mean,
Echo.
he was forced to just get under that. He was like, you know what? I don't want none of this. I'm just gonna get underneath this cover, and I am just gonna wait for him to have to jump off. And that was a smart play because if he would have stood out, it would have been definitely all over right there for Execute. But man, what a performance for them, and what a crazy way to finish off match number 3. Man, what a game! Let's go. Oh, that got me hyped. I love it.
Yeah, kill switch, 10 kills right there. Yeah, Echo couldn't even partake in that final battle. I mean, they got chunked down so low. I don't know what the med situation might look like, but I didn't see them healing on up. And yeah, the squad realizing, okay, hold up here. Twinkles has to come to us. They're all the way up there. I don't know how they're getting down. So that's, like you said, that's why we saw the brakes being pumped right there. But on the flip end of that, I mean, kill switch, 10 kills that game was definitely 100% feeling themselves. And that's why we saw that aggression come out at the end there. But I gotta say, the aggression almost lost them the game. I'm not gonna lie. The aggression almost lost them the game right there.
What can you do right there after that one? Let's go on and check out the scores after this match as we go on over and see. Right now in first place, it's going to be none other than Ninth Circle, of course, you know, with 117 points. But that is going to move Execute that win, or is going to put them in second place with 99 points. So what a crazy, crazy turn of events. What a crazy game. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to see here in the group stages. And like you were saying, Kill Switch, his movement, you know, just gun skill. I think he's definitely going to be a standout player and showing off that I think that he can definitely play with the best the way he's been performing so far.
Listen, I think I'm a Twinkle's number one.
A Twinkle?
I'm not going to lie. Twinkle, sign my forehead. All right. Sign something. Sign my finger mittens. Sign my finger mittens.
Oh, my goodness. Just camped it all day long and almost clutched up the chicken dinner. But, hey, you know what? It's PUBG Mobile. Anything can happen. All it takes is it's all about surviving. And he almost made it out there alive. But what a crazy game. See Null right now in 5th place with 81 points. Hometown, this was a game that they really, really needed. Moving up to 3rd with 97 as well. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, top 24 will be moving on to the semifinals. So all of these squads are doing is making sure that they don't end up on the bottom 8. But at the same time, there's a lot of pride, you know, a lot of effort that they want to put in, because at the end of the day, you want to feel confident going into the semifinals. So got to have a great performance here every single game, no matter what.
Yeah, and like you said, each group, they have 3 days. So this is groups A and B here today. They have 1 more game to go today, and then they will have 4 more. So they got a total of 5 more games to go in order to reach that goal. And here's the bottom half. Here's the bottom half. We got Infinix, you know, all the way down there. We got some 6 Angry Men,
4 Angry Babies, and 6 Angry Men
Angry
right
Babies,
next to each
Cosmos,
other. Tied. They're tied together.
Yeah, tied. Forever tied.
I'll tell you what, they
so
won't be tied for long, though,
crazy.
because 4 Angry Babies is playing today and 6 Angry Men isn't. So they need to
They're
definitely step it up. If they want to get it, they need to get angrier, as there's only 1 match left to go here. So, man, Dave, let's say hi really quickly.
So you know who I'm concerned with, though? Powerful. We see Powerful down there at the bottom. They have been playing here today. Cosmos, they're slowly crawling up there. They're slowly, especially after that last match, they were able to get a couple more points. So yeah, these teams, yes, we have the race for the top, you know, the bragging rights, like you said. But one of the main storylines are teams that are on the cusp as we get towards the end here. You know, they're running out of chances. They're running out of chances to have those pop-off performances and make the next round. So they got 1 more game to go here, Hot Jukes.
Got one more game to go, and I think 1 chicken dinner is really all it takes to secure your spot to that next round. But it ain't gonna be easy to get, because every single one of these teams want it. But yeah, don't end up on the bottom 8. That's where you do not want to be. You want to make it on over to the semis, and that's where it's only going to get even harder and harder. But ladies and gentlemen, 1 game left to go, taking it over to Erangel, and we're going to be able to see that right after this quick break, after these, you know, of course, players get loaded up in the lobby and ready to go. So grab your popcorn, grab your jinx, you know, make sure you follow Mustache Dave on Twitter. Don't have to worry about me. If you want to, follow me as well, whatever.
Don't unfollow me if you want. It's okay. I'd rather you follow Hot Jukes.
No, follow Mustache Dave. That is a fact. I'm saying it here and now. I'm just kidding. Follow both of us. Follow PUBG Mobile Esports, all the socials, and we'll catch you guys right after this quick break. and gentlemen, last match here of the evening, day number 3 of the PUBG Mobile Club Open group stages. I'm Hot Jukes here with Mustache Dave. We've already done 3 of these games so far, Dave. Now we've done the group stages, we've done Pro League, now we've done the World League. How does it feel coming back to the group stages? This feels different for me, but that last game, I mean, whew, that one was hype. That one really got me pumped up. I mean, man, what a game.
It feels different for me too, man. It's got me feeling all types of ways, especially after Twinkle's last play.
Oh,
hey, Twinkle's MVP right there. But let's get on into the final game, Erangel, of today.
Let's jump right on into it. And here we go. We got players dropping in the plane. We got POWERFULL. They are taking on over to Novo. We see ThizzleTron. Looks like they're going to be dropping into Milta Yugi, a player I've actually played with competitively back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, definitely an up-and-comer back in that time. I think he was definitely newer to the comp scene, was trying to kind of make some adjustments here. So I think I'm really looking forward to see him, you know, get it done and move on to the next stage.
So was that your replacement then? That was the dude who kicked you out, huh?
He was too strong, bro. He was too strong.
Too strong. The dude who took your spot, man.
He was just better. He was just better, you know? Hey, but hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. You know what? It's so great to see, you know, how players really develop in this scene. There's some guys that, you know, like, of course, you know, like Bayo and all the guys in Cloud9. I've known those since season 1 of PUBG Mobile. Yeah. And to see how, like, some of these same people just getting it done here, it's always great to see. And we can see this new circle popping on over down onto the southeast end. It's going to be in Novo. It's going to be near Milta. So, you know, ThizzleTron, they got to be pretty pumped up. POWERFULL over here in Novo. They're going to be in the zone as well, and they're all to themselves. Going to get a lot of loot.
Gonna get some loot, baby. Some of that. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. So looking real quick, total damage. Stat Dave. So you got Dave. Listen. First of all, you gotta have Dave here if you want the stats.
I'll tell you what, dude. I'm just
gonna put it there. If Dave's not here, you're not getting no stats, man. I'm gonna put a halt to it.
I'll talk to a lot of people, bro. But if I'm trying to get some stats, I'm asking Dave. Then that's a fact.
Exactly. I mean, you got John Allen from EU. So if you want stats when it comes to EU, okay, I'll let that one slide. But NA, Dave is the only guy.
Dave. Hashtag stat Dave in chat.
That Dave all day, Dave. You know, vote for Dave.
Vote for Dave.
That's it. Commissioner Dave. I got the last laugh. Jason, if you're watching this, I got the last laugh. So I'm the commissioner. So for the stats, real quick.
Talk to me.
When it comes to total damage, teams with the most. For some reason, I'm always like, who's got the most damage? Because I think that matters. And you know, you'll explain why in a second. Let me give you the numbers. All right. Ninth circle. 8,700 total damage done in their games played. And then right behind them, we're going to have Execute, 8,300 total damage done. So I mean, why are people always so concerned with damage? Like, why is that like one of the hot topics here in PUBG Mobile?
It's gonna be a couple things, right? I mean, I think regardless, there's different roles that players really, I think, put themselves in when you create teams. You're going to have your IGL, that's the in-game leader, someone who's going and calling the shots, telling people where to rotate. And you're going to have some entry fraggers, you know, the guys who just have the best gun skill. Those are the ones that you want up front. And then you're going to have some of your support players. Those are the guys that are kind of just doing it all, you know, either sometimes running the off angle or go the second, third person to run into the house. And you'll see those guys a lot have a ton of damage. Maybe they may not have all of the kills as like your entry fragger role, but at the same time, their role is huge. It definitely is, and you know, to be able to show that you guys are getting consistent damage, that means that, hey, you know what, you're getting your job done. And also, when it comes to the world stage, that is a metric that goes into deciding who the MVP is going to be. You know, and that MVP in the World League, that's $10,000. And we saw a member from Footballist, and you dubbed it, Dave. Soul K Sunday, you know, Soul K, Soul K ended up winning that, and Footballist won $100,000, and Soul K just by himself. I mean, well, I don't know. We have to ask him if he actually
by himself, bro. By himself. You don't have a hashtag. Nah, you don't need to, man. Your team won so much money.
I mean, it's 25K a pop, right? Pretty much. Well, I mean,
yeah, come
whatever,
on.
however
Let the
they do the
MVP
split.
keep it. Let the MVP. Like, think about this. LeBron James, Michael
Okay.
Jordan, when they get their MVPs, do they share the trophy? Do they share the MVP trophy with the team?
I mean, that's going in the glass box.
It's going in the
office,
case. Exactly.
That's
exactly.
right.
It's
That's
the
true.
same thing. It's called MVP. It's not the team MVP. It's the MVP.
But
so
you
it's
ain't
one
gonna
player.
let any of the players touch it. You know what I'm saying? Or at least hold it up for a second.
I'll buy him some dinner. All right.
Okay.
Hey, thanks guys. Thanks guys for playing with me this season.
Did great.
You guys did great. You did great. Let me buy you some dinner. With that said, the remainder, the other $9,900, because
So
the
you're
dinner
telling me-
budget's only $100.
So you're telling me you get that trophy? You're gonna take them all out
Yeah.
to dinner, but you're gonna put
Yeah.
that trophy in the center of the table?
Yeah, I'd be like, guys, I
Just
know
look
I
at
got
it.
this trophy.
Just look
I
at
know,
it.
I let myself be on your team. Maybe next season I'll be on your team again.
Well,
maybe.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
You know?
I mean, think about it. If you're the MVP, you have a lot of options. Think about it. You're gonna have everybody emailing
Goodness.
you.
Well, you know what?
Everybody emailing you.
That's true. That's true. But at the
I
same
emailed them.
Yeah.
I said, hey, it's okay. I don't have a team right now, but I'm making a team. Could you be the only player on the team? So I'm still waiting. We're in negotiations right now. I'm trying to get a solo player for squad. I'm trying to change it up out here.
Hey,
Do meta.
make plays, making plays
Make
right there. I
plays.
love to see it. Got to make some moves, and at the same time, I think that is definitely going to be a factor. But I hope, and at least in my eyes, you got to stick with that squad. I want to see teams, especially in the North American region, South American, just stay together. Stay as a 4, and just if you have one member that's kind of struggling with things, hopefully we help them work it out. If you just start matching players so often, that synergy is going to go out the window. And at the end of the day, this is a team game. You got to be able to work together. Sure, you're going to have some shards. Shine out! Look a shot. Just like that.
Shy.
9 circle.
The DP.
Oh,
Uzi
man.
combo in the grass. 9 circle. Did not see this one coming in the lumber mill.
No, they didn't.
Talking about the lumberjacks out here from Tip Top CN1. They are chopping them down.
Like I said earlier, you're going to have, certain players that just kind of definitely stand out and are able to make, I think, clutch plays. Those insane, 4v1s, 3v1s that we don't really get to see very often. At the same time, though, man, I mean, you have to be able to work as an entire unit if you're trying to get that chicken dinner and that crazy big prize pool. But, man, yeah, Shy with the laydown. Switch to that DP. 2 members from 9th Circle. Done and out. Just like that.
So back to your story. Like, this is kind of where my personal opinion, this is where I cut the line. So if your squad made it through the Pro League, and on into the World League, I think you stay together for the rest of the year. You give it another shot, regardless of where you finished.
I mean, we saw some
World
teams,
League.
though. We saw some teams change no matter what. That was the craziness for me. Like, I think we saw, like, Wild Card.
Oh, even after making it from Pro to World.
We saw
Yeah,
like Wild
that's-
Card.
yeah.
They ended up actually
Surprise.
moving to World League, and since Sam didn't make it with his squad, they decided to bring him in.
Yeah.
And I think it worked in certain situations for sure, but I think we saw some growing pains from Wild Card as well. But at the end of the day, Wild Card ended up finishing pretty high up in the World League overall. But who knows?
So you gotta say it worked. You gotta say it worked. So,
Pan!
M24 baby.
Sniping
M24
away.
baby.
Hello, ThizzleTron. We're here in Milta. Stay away from us.
I mean, what? They got second place. They got second place in game number 1 here on Erangel. So this could be their map, but it's not gonna be their map with Pan out here with the M24 trying to destroy their dreams out here for the repeat.
I just want to see one snipe on stream, man. I mean, that's my favorite. It's my favorite weapon. Like
You see in the kill feed. You see in the kill
never
feed.
see it on stream. I mean, I tell you what. I mean,
it doesn't happen.
Even back when I played, I mean, like I hit some insane snipes, and they would just.
Now you're lying. Now you're just lying to us.
Trust-
Where's the VOD? Where's the VOD?
That's what I'm talking about, baby. You just gotta say, you know what? It never got showed. I won before all the top teams, baby. But guess what? I just didn't hit record. It sucks, But you know what? That's the hard part, especially
Corrupted
with sniping.
files.
Yeah, corrupted files. Oh, you hate to see it. At the same time, though, I mean, when it comes to sniping, it's so fast. And, when you see,
Vigilante.
oh, yeah, look at that. What a shot onto
M16.
Bats have been having a
Single tap out
tough day, too.
Oh, yes.
Cleaning it
Okay,
up.
they're open. Yeah, Bats are having a tough day. But on the flip end, I kind of like to see Infinix get some early kills here because they had 2 really rough games. But yeah, back to your snipes, man. Back to your wink snipes.
No, yeah, wink snipes. Yeah, when it comes to the snipes, it's just like you have. I think even to use it in this meta, like of competitive at this time right now. I mean, gyroscope has just become the most dominant force, I think, in PUBG Mobile. And now you have players who can like 6x M4 spray from 200, 300 meters like a laser beam. So I mean, if you're catching any player on the run, you got to be using that over or DMR as well. Bolt actions, I think, are specifically only used for like peak battles, certain situations where you may have a team gatekeeping you, and that one flick headshot could help you, get your team to push up on in. So they're super. I think especially now, they're down to like being super situational. Usually, I think you only see maybe one player on a team using it. And by the way, even if you're gonna have a player use it, he has to be insane with it, compared to like how well these guys are able to just spray and use them DMRs. And look at this, bats. Oh man, they are just not having any luck today. They're just getting caught out big time.
Dude, it's because it's daytime, man. Bats, they use their
work better at
sonar.
night. Yeah,
they use their sonar at nighttime to bounce the sonic waves off of the terrain, and they just can't seem to catch a break here. So if you were a PUBG Mobile dev, yeah, welcome on into the learning stream. If you were a dev,
the Jafar here,
they got the Jafar natural habitat.
Yes, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Very beautiful. If you were, we got the Teddy. Look
at him.
The Teddy
on the
makes
backpack,
me smile.
man. Yeah, every time. That's one of my favorite backpacks in the game. Look at that. He's got the lean going too, of course. Got to have the
hold up. So if you were a PUBG Mobile dev,
what
would you have to do for snipers, bolt actions to be competitive? Is that even an option?
You got to nerf M4 spray, man. It's too strong right now.
Nerf the M4.
Nerf the M4.
Ooh, you're talking dirty, man.
Said it.
People are gonna
said it.
Nerf.
Hey, you know what? You know what the funny thing is?
That.
You want to know what the funny thing is? I think that there's a lot of pros that I think share my opinion.
Oh.
Yeah, because
okay.
it's so strong right now.
It's just M4. That's it.
I mean,
that's
M4,
all you need.
M4 6x from, like I said, from 200-300. You got people just lasering people down. And I think that, from that's so far long range. That's where the sniper bolts should come into play. And now it's just not even an option when you have players able to control recoil that well. But then again, if you're going to nerf it, it's a little bit difficult because you're having to nerf it with gyroscope, because gyroscope is really the only thing that allows you to do that kind of spray.
Yeah. So pretty much they can't then.
Well,
like,
I mean, they can.
Then you open
I
up a can of worms.
I really think they
Oh,
should.
you think they should?
I mean, personally, I think that if they nerf, AR, from long range, that would make ARs more of a mid-range gun. I think that's what they're intended to be used for.
Yeah, for sure.
Look at that.
Oh,
yeah.
Not like a buggy though.
That's all done.
Kill switch, riding up in that buggy, trying to get the run over, popping off at the last moment.
Caught the last bat.
Who was that they murdered right there? Because they had the 3-way pinch onto him as well.
It was the last bat.
The last bat trying to hide in the cave until nighttime. Not able to do so. Not with our squad execute, trying to bite the head off as one would do out here. Oh, Cosmos on the coast. Cosmos on the hunt right now. On the hunt for the 4 angry babies. Yeah.
Jay's knocked, and they're going to be able to get the pickup here. I think Solitudes, he's opting to just kind of just hold this down and just get the gatekeep going, trying to get some intel for the rest of his team. His team is, I don't see him. I have no idea.
They're crying, man, in their own corners. They're in timeout.
We got the solo baby right now, and he looks pretty pissed. He's trying to hold it down right now. Well, we'll see if he's able to. But yeah, like I said, I think if you nerf that down, that will leave really ARs down for that mid-range, 150 meters, maybe up to 200.
Makes sense.
And then you leave, of course, the Uzis, the SMGs for the up close, and you leave the snipers, for that long range. And I think that is, I think that's why comp in PUBG Mobile is so different compared to any other game right now, because
but LMGs they're in a good spot, right? The DP, I like the DP, man.
The DP's a laser. laser beam.
But it's
so
only
strong.
a laser when you use the tripod, right? Like if you're standing up, it's not really
Not necessarily.
laser.
That's the problem.
You think it's laser standing up?
I mean, man, I'm telling you, these guys are so good at controlling recoil right now. And with the 6x DP, they reduced that 6x down to like a 4.5 or maybe even down to a 3. And they can just beam people from downtown. And look at that.
Talk about getting beamed, yeah. That's a big fight.
Yeah, 3 members
that's a
down.
big fight.
Or 3 members up, 1 down.
They sent one. Yeah, they sent one to maybe scout. And Tibet was just, just chilling in these compounds. And I don't know, after recognizing that Tibet are in here, I mean, Tibet won game number 1 of Erangel with a lot of kills. So I don't know if I'm Infinix personally, I'm just looking to survive to get some placement points this game.
I wouldn't push this, that's for sure. Even if you get the knock, it's still an even fight, 3v3. So yeah, they're just gonna rotate away, just try to live to last a little longer. They got 3 kills so far, so that's gonna be some decent points. But still 14 teams remaining, and they are gonna have to push it a little bit further. Oh, Vigilante was able to get the knock onto Drac. We saw that in the kill feed. But we're over here in Milta. A lot of teams hanging out in Milta right now.
Execute. Honestly, Execute, they can do whatever they want, especially after that chicken dinner. Like you said, like every single group, they have 3 days. This is the final game of day number 2.
Oh, what an aid.
Execute.
Oh, so close.
Ooh, Execute. They're sitting up there at the top. Kill Switch is going to be sending it. Just saying, okay, I'll see you later. They're going to keep Echo down there healing on up. Echo does have a buggy to work with, but Cosmos Esports.
60 shots.
Ooh, Cosmos Esports trying to make the pull up. Echo, caught right there on the beach.
What a shot. What a shot right there.
Ran over.
Yeah. I mean, and now Zio, he wants fate. Hits the laydown at the perfect time. Whether it was, I mean, he almost just got taken out. He's trying to get the laydown shots.
Oh, the AKM though. The AK. Ooh, Jay with the DP. So yeah, all this madness is occurring right now because we did have that next circle shift. So it does look like honestly Hometown are going to be having a real good time. We got a couple of squads. We got Figure 8 right there, smack in the middle. But yeah, Cosmos Esports, they need to make their way on in. That's why we saw Execute just avoid that fight altogether, or at least attempt to. Oh, but look at this, the push. It actually happened. Yeah, they came back.
They came back, and Iconic is down really low. They're all pretty low right now. Espinosa
what happened?
Has to get the heal up. Or are they going to leave him to kind of make this play on his lonesome? He's got no heals.
Dude, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're making the play.
Bad nade,
oh, no, the grenade bounced off the... Oh, no. Okay. When trying to make a play goes wrong. So now it's 1v4. Yeah, 1v4.
No, sir. Not going to happen. Not today.
Yeah, okay. The squad is upset with that one.
Yeah.
That's clear.
They said, leave us alone. I mean, heck. I mean, got to learn a lesson right there. I mean, and Tibet, I mean, the only unfortunate thing for Tibet is like all their vehicles, I think for the most part, are pretty blown up right now. So that's going to make the rotation a little bit more difficult. But moving on over, we got ThizzleTron with
3,000, baby.
Yeah, for 3,000 with 4 members up. No kills on the board yet. But I did get a chance to talk to Snipes a little bit earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, I talked to Snipes from ThizzleTron. He said that, man, like he was the one that was really like these guys completely caught us off guard on day 1. Like their movement, pushing, we did not expect it at all. But we're gonna come and make it happen here today. So come on.
Who caught them? Who caught them off guard?
All the teams. I mean, just their entire, their rotations, their hyper aggressiveness. Some of the plays are just not used to seeing, or at least they've never been used to this kind of comp, especially since they play so many scrims. So. Now it's a whole nother world. They say that they're used to it now. They were able to make some adjustments, and let's see if they're going to be able to have a good final game today here in day number 3.
Yeah, I spoke to Goose from the squad, and they said I'm pretty much the best guy with the mustache. So, it is what it is. It is what it is, baby. Tibet out here, they got the rock. They got the 2 vehicles to work with. They got the smokes. They're going for the spray down. They're trying to get the sandwich right now. That solo member from Tip Top CN1, and they were taken down and out. They're going to be right here on the edge up here in the north, taking some shots from Scrim Farm. So Scrim Farm, they had one really explosive game, and then after that, they kind of just went dormant, but now they're trying to pop on off. They are going to be all grouped together, and looks like all of our teams are going to be in this circle. As I say that, the shift, baby. The
Time to get moving. Time to get moving. If you're, Hometown, Powerful, and all these squads, you got to get moving right now. And there's still, a compound that's still up for grabs, and it looks like Team 13 is going to be able to get a hold of it right now. And, you know, moving on over to ThizzleTron, 30 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to hop in their vehicles and get moving right now. And this is going to be a dangerous one. Oh, but here comes the...
Right behind them.
Are they going to press it on? Yeah, it looks like that.
They're pushing.
Yugi had to stop the rotation. And they're going to have to fight Cosmos right here, right now. And it looks like they may have to do it in the blue zone, too. Oh, this is a tough fight. Like, you wouldn't see this fight in Worlds. Both these teams would just send it in the zone. But here, they're just going to fight it out and risk both their lives as they're going to have the blue zone hitting them hard right now.
Blue zone, grenades hitting them hard. There's a lot of things hitting them hard.
Oh,
and there's about to be some
bullets.
Goose.
1 HP.
Oh, jumping on up right there.
Though.
1 HP. Here comes the trades. Pan going to be tossing out some of their own. But the lead peak, the zone actually going to be taking down Goose. I mean, Goose had 1 HP, so you got to figure that one's going to happen. And Cosmos looks like they're trying to get on into his vehicles
they realize it.
and avoid this fight. But both teams lost a couple members. Oh, Tibet making the pull up onto figure 8. It looks like they only got 1 up right now on the outskirts of the building, trying to save the day. And here comes the thirst. Oh, figure 8, they're trying to get the points up there on that second story and across the way. 4 angry babies.
The drop shot.
The drop shot not successful. Tibet taken down and out right there.
Figure 8 holding that down really well. That is going to open up the door for 4 angry babies to get this rotation in. And they're throwing nades all into these houses. Back and forth, going at it. We're seeing trades all over the place. Man, Farm. There's a bloodbath going down here in Farm right now.
Dude, you talked about it, man. You said you used to be a farmer. Oh,
baby!
Talk about farming. Talk about farming. These players are farming these points with these grenades. You got Versatile up here in the safety of their compound. Tossing 1, tossing 2. King is on their 4th grenade right now. Looks like Noel are currently pinned down in the smokes. But out here, you got the 4 angry babies. They got Cosmos knocking at their front door.
Bye-bye.
But they're not going to invite them inside for supper.
I mean, these babies are pissed. I mean, 3 of them up right now, and they're going to have to go against figure 8. Oh, Stan is taken out. Chapo's trying to get another angle by the wall. What a grenade. Oh, it's all at the Chapo now. Can he do it? Not today.
Chapo.
Figure 8. Just too strong right now. 7 kills on the boards, and they are just making it happen here in Farm.
Oh my goodness, here comes the pull up. Here comes the pull up from the Soul. Devil vehicle explosions. Figure 8, they're able to save the day right now. They're able to continue to be alive, but there's a couple more still alive out there on the outskirts of this one from the Soul. They're trying to make their way on in.
Love to see this aggression right now from Figure 8, and they're stuck as a duo. Only 2 members up, but they're really just kind of having their way right now with so many of these teams. And right now we're moving on over to Powerful. They're outside of this blue. 21 seconds left. If you're Kevin, I don't think you can go for this res. Like, you have to leave. This is too dangerous to go for it.
Ninja. It's Ninja. You gotta get Ninja up.
But I mean, I don't know. He's gonna have to get. I think they're gonna have to run to that dossier, straight to it, and try to get into this next zone, because the zone's gonna start closing now. And this one is zone 6. This one stinks. Oh, you can't go that way. This is gonna be too.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, the zone. You can't. Kevin, let's go, Kevin.
We'll see what happens.
Pull us together, man. Hometown. 4 up still. Still with 4 up. Gold Blade. About 2% HP onto Gold Blade, and they are driving right on into Figure 8 out there on the edge. Jet G able to make their way on in as well. There's a solo out here in the fields from Tip Top CN1, and you know what? They got the 2 duos. They got the 2 duos right in front of them from Powerful. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Smoke? Smoke?
Okay,
grenade. Okay. Yeah, there it is, baby.
Trying to make the play. Luli from Noel, last one alive, it looks like. And he is stuck in this smoke. Nades going all over the place.
I see Kevin.
Able to get the heal off, though. Yeah, Kevin's done. It's all up to Ninja now.
Kevin's done. Ninja, Shy, out there trying to snake it on.
He is on the thin side, so that zone's going a little bit slower than normal. But yeah, that's it for them. Yeah, Powerful all done out right now.
Ooh, oh, Shy got Ninja.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's it. That is it. So Tip Top able to take him out. Oh, here comes a crate right in the middle of all this action going down. 7 teams remaining. Zone number 6, 23 minutes into this game. And we're just seeing everybody hitting the deck right now, trying to make some major plays.
Yeah, I'm real uncomfortable looking at this right now. I mean,
yeah?
This zone, the terrain, the vehicles, and just the general positions of the remainder of the lobby is very awkward right now
good.
for me. Doesn't feel good for me. I can only assume it doesn't feel good for these players. We got Kill Switch out there, one of the top fraggers in the lobby here after today. Currently snaking it right now, trying to make it. You got 2 up, still alive from Figure 8. Also going to be snaking it right on in front of them. You will have Hometown. Will they be able to get those revives? They're being just bombarded. Mini red zone from grenades.
Saw the sky lighting up there as, you know, Hometown. Oh, what a nade from Uli right there onto Trickster.
Post-death, though. Luli was killed.
Okay, so that's going to be 4 teams there. He did try to get the last laugh, but they are going to be able to get this res. It looks like Figure 8 still has that duo. Ton of kills on the board as well. And they make that another one, as that's going to be their 10th so far in this match. And as a duo, man, they're crushing it.
Look who else is crushing it. Scrim Farm, NA. They have a nice little compound. They have the zone. They have 4 up. And everybody just trying to make their way on across this field. Looks like Hometown, they are getting extremely thirsty out here, but peeking their heads just a little too much. And Scrim Farm will be spotting them. Oh my goodness. Who is that behind that vehicle? There's one squad, a full team behind one Dacia, and they are just going to be shooting that Dacia, trying to get that splash damage on those vehicle explosions. And it is all out mayhem right now. Everybody just taking shots, trying to get some points on the board.
You got both Scrim Farm and Hometown focusing on this one member, but now Scrim Farm turning on over to Hometown. Oh, the low toss, having to switch it to the high. Will Van be able to get this big grenade from the cross? And he gets the bounce. Does get some damage onto Goldblade. Not the finish, though. I think it's all up right now to Devil from Figure 8 on that off angle to try to make a play for his team.
Devil is always the last one alive for Figure 8. Always that clutch player to try to just clutch it out and get as much points as possible. Looking on over here, though, Scrim Farm, they have 4 up. I mean, it looks like it has to be their game. It just has to be. There's only 3 teams remaining. There's a solo out there from Figure 8. That's going to be Devil. Currently waiting to third party this time.
Can he do it? Goldblade! No, sir. The wait is over. No chance anymore to get that third party. But, hey, you got to be really proud of them to be able to secure third place and so many kills. Now it's up to Hometown. Hey, you know, they had a rough start, had a decent third game. Now they're going to be able to try to hopefully finish out with a chicken dinner here. But they got to take out Scrim Farm, who has 5 kills. Oh, what a grenade! But he was able to just move through that door perfectly. Woo, too close for Cuppard if you're Pretender, that's for sure.
I was getting concerned for Pretender because they were just full-blown body peeking right there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Outside, like, okay, we're in it. We are in
boys, here I am.
Hello. Meanwhile, Van out there crawling, trying to get that off angle, trying to get that information onto Hometown. Hometown, behind this shed. Looks like they are getting ready. They're prepping these mollies, and they know exactly where the enemies lurk.
All it takes is one good nade. That's the one. That's the one from Van. And I think we're going to see one more come out, and this will probably be a full send coming from Scrim Farm to finish out Hometown. If you're Hometown, you know you got to get moving. Oh, that nade isn't able to connect, though. Yeah, I love that offensive smoke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Van
the goal
got a little closer.
Oh, the laydown.
The laydown.
Hometown.
Trickster spotting out Van. Hometown, they got 3 up. They got 10 kills, and now there's only 2 up. There's only 2 up from Scrim Farm. Only 2 up. Flash going to be going for that spray down as well, and how the tables have turned. PG, the last one alive behind the wall right now. AKM in hand. AKM 2v1. Here comes some grenades getting tossed in their general direction. PG right behind the wall, locked down by Trickster. The blue zone will be starting to push Trickster to move from behind that shack, behind that cover. PG needs to heal up.
Yeah, he needs to pop something right now. But here comes Trickster on the laydown. Oh, through the grass, trying to get caught. Unfortunately, oh, he's got an M16 now. Not the gun he wants. Oh, and he's going to eat some blue. Will he just go out to the blue zone? No, he's going to go for the first aid too late. Yeah, just a little bit of a misplay right there from Scrim Farm. But it's all Hometown in the end, getting the big chicken dinner. Look at those kills, baby. I mean, that's a good old solid 12 in the house for Hometown.
In the house? Hometown really performed quite well here today. Pretty consistent squad. They were able to acquire a lot of points for the overall leaderboard. Scrim Farm, NA. Definitely holding down those compounds at the end right there. Just couldn't seem to use that one grenade knock. You know, they couldn't seem to use that one knock to their advantage. You know, that window of opportunity. It's so small. I mean, when you have the advantage, I feel like sometimes you just have to believe, and you just gotta shoot your shot. And they were a little passive there at the end. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that they were a little hesitant to do that push, and then finally when they decided to make the push, they kind of pushed in a little too separate. They kind of pushed in 1v1v1 at a really big off angle. I would have loved to see them just group up in like a 3-1 situation. You got 4 members up, right? Run exactly. 3-1 and just full send it into kind of like a smoke area, pre-fire like crazy, and you should be able to get it done. But yeah, just one little misstep, one little misplay, and it could turn around just so hard. I think Hometown, man, they proved that here in the last match here of day number 3. But hey,
Hometown,
what a game.
Baby.
What a game. Yeah,
Figure
Hometown,
8.
what a game. Let's go straight into it. Let's go see how the leaderboards are going to stack up right after this match. Last match. And here we go. We can see right now, Hometown are going to be in first place now going into day number 4. So, you know, they got to be definitely, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good after today.
Pretty good. Nice circle. Executes. You got Null, Syndicate. They did not participate here today. They got bumped down all the way to 5th place. But they will have opportunity to answer here tomorrow.
Well, one thing's for sure. If you're Hometown, you're feeling pretty good. You got one more day left to be played. And at the end of the day, you just got to make it to the top 24. So let's go ahead and look at that right now, because I think that is going to be the main storyline for the rest here of the tournament. And you can see right now the people that are really need to be concerned is all the teams that played today, of course, considering that we have a lot of squads that will be playing tomorrow, and that'll finally even up the leaderboards. But like 4 Angry Babies, they have 42 points. A lot of teams are below them. Are going to have 4 matches left to be played. So you do not want to be ending up anywhere from 25th down to 32, because if you do, after these next couple of days, you will not be making it on to the semifinals.
Yeah, so a couple teams coming into tomorrow with just a lot of pressure, end game impact for sure. Latinos, Unidos, not only like they have a lot of pressure, but the thing is they have the advantage when it comes to squads that play today that are here, like Bats, Bats.
I mean, I can't even imagine a world where Impact doesn't make it, into the semis.
Yeah.
I mean, that would just be impactful onto their entire demeanor. I mean, that would just be insane. I mean, they still have 2 days left to be played. Now, remember, like, all they got to do is make it past into the top 24 to move it on to the semis. Once we have the semis, ladies and gentlemen, top 16 will be moving on over to the finals, and then from there we'll be able to see who's going to make it on to the next stage. So, guys, thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and say hi really quick to everybody here. Thank you guys so much for watching here, day number 3 of the PUBG Mobile Club Open. Again, I'm Hot Jukes here with Mustache Dave. Mustache Dave, any final thoughts here so far in this group stages?
Final thoughts. Maybe tomorrow I have to have a blue room like you, purple room. I'm a little jealous. Not gonna lie. I got a light. So I think I'm gonna light up this, tomorrow. That's gonna be matching you. So besides that, all jokes aside, Twinkles MVP.
Oh, Twinkles, man. Oh, that was the play. That was the MVP. Play right there. Could you imagine if he would have jumped down and just shot and somehow landed that last bullet? That would have my mind. I literally would have exploded. I mean, that was just insane. Yeah, I mean, regardless, I mean, he almost had it there, but still, I mean, what a crazy performance we saw from so many of these squads today. Happy to see some players that are definitely familiar also, really just say, hey, guess what? We've been here for a long time, and this is why we're here, baby. So, great day so far, the group stages, and man, can't wait to see it tomorrow. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go ahead and follow all the socials so you can stay up to date on all the latest news or what's going on here in the esports world, because PUBG Mobile, in my opinion, I mean, they're doing more than I've seen a lot of other games compared to as far as in esports. I mean, they're putting out so much money, giving so many opportunities. World League just finished. Now we're here in the PMCO. So, guys, that's going to be it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Goodbye. Later. Love you, Dave.